front door swings and the talk gets high. Cut the cell phone, kill the grind, leave that week far behind. Ice in the glass, smoke in the air. Good folks gather from everywhere. Mick and Charles got the whole room lit. One more round and we're into it. If you know, then you know that old school glow. Raise it up, let it roll. It's the place we go. The Real Smoke Podcast. Thursday night, don't miss that. Mick and Charles bring it all back. Real talk, real laughs, real flash. The Real Smoke Podcast. Pour it slow, light it fast. Premium nights and the whole world taps. Thursday night, we're all in that. Burn, slow and smooth, big guess words in the killer mood. Cigar and red in the dark. Every story leaves a mark. Friends in the chat, friends in the room, saying good vibes, saying boom, boom, boom. Southern soul and a modern sound. Every Thursday we're coming down. If you need that shine, you know the time. Eastern 8, don't be late. Come on in. Smoke Podcast. Thursday night, don't miss that. Mick and Charles bring it all back. Real talk, real laughs, real flash. The Real Smoke Podcast. Oh, it's slow, light it fast. Premium nights in the whole world taps. Thursday night, we're all in this. Let it catch, watch it circle slow. Whiskey in the rocks, let the amber glow. Put the work week down, let the shoulders drop. Clock out, cool off, let the real talk pop. Mick and Charles on deck, yeah, they run that flame. Thursday night family, everybody knows the name. One more pull, one more spark, let the good time start. Real smoke in the room, got the whole place hard. Hands up high, let it rain. Hear that room start to sing. Every face, every frame.
This episode may contain strong language, weak opinions, bad advice, and men speaking confidently about things they only half understand. Statements made should not be considered factual, morally sound, especially if they are drinking. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Real Smoke Podcast with your hosts, Mick and Charles, the podcast that's all about real people, real cigars, and real smoke. Coming to you live from the Real Smoke Virtual Cigar Lounge, bringing you the best of cigars, whiskey, and all the good times in between. It's more than just a podcast, it's a community of cigar lovers. So grab your favorite smoke, pour a drink, and join us as we dive into all things cigars, whiskey, and just having a damn good time. This is the Real Smoke Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 84 of the Real Smoke Podcast. We are your host, the man that's over there. Yeah, that and over there, that fella, that man, the bearded person, that's Mick.
What's up,
I'm Charles.
Hi, Charles.
Not much. Before we get started, let's say what's up to Cigar Vault. Hi, Norm.
What is going on, everybody? Norm from the Cigar Vault, Oakdale, and we are doing another episode of Don't Be That Guy. What guy don't we want you to be? Let's find out.
It has undertone of musty Chianti.
You find that one very tainty.
Yeah, a little bit of Famunda.
To that taint hiss, if you will.
It's not great. I'm gonna start heading out. Empty some of my shit in here.
Is that really your wallet?
Yeah,
What are you doing right
this is my wallet.
Oh, shit.
It's the George Costanza collection.
Ah, yes. That's the fire. Don't go out.
What?
Don't put stupid shit in the ashtray. It doesn't belong there.
Well, I think the smoke alarm's gonna go off.
Dumbass, don't put stupid shit in the ashtray.
How else am I gonna empty my wallet?
In the trash can.
No, man. It's fucking trash. See, people could steal your identity in that shit.
Show idea. We have a bunch of these saved up.
Yeah.
We need to get the boys on here and just talk about cigar etiquette, but play the video and then let them discuss what their thoughts are behind each one.
I agree.
Could
They
be
get better they get better every week, and every week we give Holt
They do.
Cigars a new place to get some material. So if anybody's been following
Yeah.
our Instagram, that's a good one. So
There you go, Holt. If you need some help, let us help you.
boy, did I piss them off that day. Boy, he was hot.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. So what's up, man?
So how's the week going? It's getting closer and closer to you switching states on us again.
Yeah, man. I got about 2.5 weeks left, maybe 3. But I took off tomorrow and Monday to pack all the non-essentials. So I will be busy this weekend. My number 2 at work is throwing me a little going away party on Saturday. So we're going to a nice steakhouse and hanging out with the work people outside of work a little bit. So that'll be nice. But other than that, yeah, it's going to be packing and pretty much packing for the next couple days. So yeah,
Just
man.
going to be a packer, are you? Huh? Get it.
Yeah, we'll leave that one alone. But
I guess it's better than getting packed.
it is. It is. Is it
You
time
are.
for
I mean,
baseball conversation.
you are.
Pitching and catching.
Oh,
Never mind.
oh,
All right.
no. Big
No.
spoon, little spoon. Maybe it's a cooking show.
Maybe. I do like being little spoon. I like being cuddled.
I know. It's sad. I know. Anyways,
Anyway,
let's get into some of these so we can get our guest on tonight. We do need to talk about a couple. We've got some things popping up everywhere.
We do.
Whether it is people getting in our comments and kind of maybe giving us some hope that they're interested in being on the show, or
Yeah.
brands wanting to work with us. I mean, we're getting a lot of interesting feedback over the last couple of months, and this is one of them. We have already been talking about Smoke-In Cigar of the Month Club. For that price right there, go use code RSNEW. If this is your first time, you're going to get 5 cigars each month, as well as if you use the code, you're going to get a Smoke-In torch lighter and a perfect cutter. But that's not all. We do have the Liberty 5-pack. Mick put this one together. If you go to their site, in their search bar, you type in Real Smoke, you're gonna see this 5-pack here, and for the price that you're seeing on that website, you're gonna get it sent to you. And this is our little 5-pack, and we're gonna be doing it for the next couple of months. So guys, go check it out. Got some great cigars in there. Some from Tatuaje, Crown Heads, Red Meat Lovers, Room 101, Johnny Tobacco Not Maduro, and Cavalier. So some great stuff. Not only, look at that thing. Look at that thing. Would you look at it?
Would you look at it?
Look at it?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring one out here. Charles and I are sitting on a couple of these, and we want to give some back. And we're going to announce it tomorrow on our Instagram. But pretty simple. We're keeping it real simple. You got to follow Real Smoke Podcast on Instagram. You got to follow Smoke-In on Instagram. And, I mean, this is the easy part. You just got to go buy one of these and send us proof you bought one. Just send us proof. And you are entered to win this. That's what you got to do. And we're going to be giving one away now, and probably one next month, and possibly one the next month until we switch our 5-packs. But we're going to give you guys a chance to win one of these. But, I mean, you want to buy one. It's 5 great cigars at a great price. Just go buy one.
Go do that. Let's go ahead and talk about Patreon. Mick, give us some lowdown on some Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon. We're trying to grow our community. That's what we've said since day one. It's growing slowly, but it's growing. For $5 a month, you can become part of the Real Smoke Ashtray Illuminati. I think any of the members would tell you at this point how worth it is. 15% off at Cigar Vault, unlimited. Sticker pack, shout out on IG, name on the show credits, members only Discord, ask guest questions, sneak peek at guests, enter to win quarterly prize packs, ability to attend our monthly Zoom herfs, and ability to talk with and ask questions to guests on those Zoom herfs. And for a limited time only, Charles will be giving out handies in the restroom of the Exxon off exit 417. So I'm just letting you know.
Nope.
It's $5 a month. $5 a month.
I don't do anything for $5. 6, maybe
$5
7.
is $5, man.
Nope.
I had to get you with that one.
Nope. But Robert, our brother over at 13 Knives, did decide that he was going to do, and I mean, he might do that too. I mean, in next week and find out, but we'll ask him. We'll ask him all together. Here we go. Anyways, he has put a Patreon only prize together, and it is going to be for any current Patreon member. You're automatically entered, or anybody who joins our Patreon between now and the end of the month.
Yep.
Here's what he has it even popped up?
Yep,
Did it?
it's up. It's up.
Okay, just checking. It didn't show up on my screen. This is our Patreon giveaway. It's one prize. It is going to be his red, white, and blue cigar knife. He showed me the layout on the blade, and it's going to say America's 250 etched into the blade as well. So all you have to do is go to realsmokepod.com or go to the link tree on our Instagram. Go look up our Patreon. Go join our Patreon. So you'll not only get all the stuff that we said before, but you're going to get entered in a chance to win one of his America 250 cigar knives. And this is my Ninja Turtle one. So just letting you guys see it. It is freaking fantastic. I love it.
Oh yeah, beautiful knives. They're all absolutely beautiful. I feel like such a hypocrite because I love V-Cut so much. I never bought one of his knives, and I still probably should just because they're so awesome. Even though I don't really straight cut us. Maybe I'll have the wife join Patreon and win that. No, never mind. I'm just kidding. But no,
that sounds rigged, sir.
It does. I would never do that. But yeah, join.
Sure.
Wow, it's yeah. Anyway, you kind of owed me that one after the Exxon thing. So anyway,
maybe. Anyways, go check out our merch store. Go to the merch section on our website again, realsmokepod.com. These are our latest 2 shirts. One of them is from our men's mental health. It says the strongest thing a man can do is say I'm not okay. And then one for America 250, our freedom requires their sacrifice. 2 of my favorite shirts that we've put out so far this year. Go check it out. We are actually selling a few of the strongest things a man can say. So love that.
Yes.
Really quickly, Braves still trying to hang on in there right now. They are currently standing at 54-38 with the Phillies 51-42. You're making a comeback.
It's pretty close, man. It's pretty close. We'll see what happens.
It is. And as I can already see, my computer is its whole lagging thing, so it's probably going to not be as bad as Matt Lido was the other night, but it could be. But if at any time something happens and we go crazy or they go crazy, you're going to see this right here. These technical difficulties are brought to you by Katie Cigars, so go check them out. Huge thanks to Mark over at Katie Cigars. So sometimes he gets some, sometimes he gets none, sometimes he do good, sometimes he do bad. But
last week the whole episode was about it.
Yeah, I think we might as well start interviewing him.
Yeah, we should have brought him on. Yeah, I think we hit all of our high notes here. I guess we got a couple sponsors. We'll get to our guests.
We do,
we
and
have a
we
new
got
one from Robert, don't we? I think we do.
A new one from Robert. Do we? A cigar intro?
I'm just saying.
All right. So before we go into what cigar we are enjoying today, let's talk to Robert. Speaking of Robert, over at 13 Knives.
What's up, everybody? This is Betsy Ross, wishing America a very happy birthday. A few more stars than there was last time I saw this flag, but it doesn't get any more American than this, does it? Well, it gets a little bit more American. The Badass Bulldog Cutter. I couldn't say badass in my day, but I sure as hell can say it now. If you're going to buy a cigar cutter and you want to brag about it, don't brag about Chinese or Pakistan or anything else. You want to brag about it being made in America. When you want to cut that cigar, and you want to put it right up there, come right down, cut, perfect every time. Took several tries to get this right. This is right the first time you want to cut it. Line it up. Women couldn't smoke back in my day. I like this modern time for some of it. So happy birthday, America, from Betsy Ross and 13 Knives.
That boy ain't right.
Oh,
that's all I can say about that. That boy ain't right.
I've been waiting for that one. I love it.
It may have been raining. We'll just say it was fireworks everywhere.
Yes. Yeah, no, it was great. It was
That boy ain't right.
Excited for that one, man.
Tonight's cigar, sir.
Tonight's cigar. So I haven't even asked them how to say this yet, so I'll probably fudge this up. But the Haze Gray Cigars Brasola, I'm trying. Wrapper, Era Pica Oscuro, Brazil. Did I fuck that one up?
Arapiraca?
Yep, that's it. So thank you. Binder, Allure, Dominican Republic. Filler, Dominican Nicaraguan. Size is 52 by 6, and the price is right there on your screen. And again, that's brought to you by Betsy Ross. 13 Nuts.
There you go. All right, tonight's guests. Let's go ahead and bring them on. We have 3 of our amazing guests that we've had on a few times. But before we bring on Haze Gray, tonight's guests are brought to you by Haze Gray. Are you ready for this? All right, so go ahead. Give us the ad real quick.
Give you the ad real quick.
Yep, it's all you.
He loves doing this. I'm sorry. He loves being like, hey, here you go.
I feel like I'm in grade school all over again. We're sitting here talking, and he's like, "What are you guys talking about? Well, what's the answer to the question? What do you want? What do you want us to tell you, Carl? What do you want us to tell you? Go ahead, teacher.
Savor every moment with Haze Gray Cigar. Each blend is crafted for bold flavor, veteran-inspired character, and premium construction. From smooth and approachable to rich and complex in flavor, Haze Gray delivers a cigar for every palate. Now available our new release, Irmãos do Mar. Order Haze Gray Cigars online at Fat Boys Cigars and from Wolfpack Cigar Club and the Cigar Vault, Oakdale. Visit our website for a list of nationwide retail lounges and to grab some cool Haze Gray merch to rep our brand. As always, we've got your sticks.
Hi, guys.
Just say
better.
That was such a great ad you guys did. Now, Mick is always waiting for it. Anytime we have a sponsor on that's doing something, anytime I go to where their sponsor is, I usually cut to them and just ambush them and say, "Give me your ad."
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
Been told that before a couple times.
There was a few times I'm like, "Yep, we lost a sponsor."
Yeah,
he loves it. But no, I'll give you a little bit better intro. Let's bring us back to good graces here. So one of my favorite things, and I'm sure it is for you guys as well, one of my favorite things in the cigar community is how we meet people and how the network kind of grows and our community kind of grows. And that's kind of, what we've all been, I think you guys and us have pretty much since day one been together and trying to build this thing together, man. And it's been this family. And ever since we met you guys, the first time we're like, yep, love those guys. But the cool thing is, like, you met Money Matt a few weeks ago, went down at an event. My buddy from work, we call him Alpaca because I told him I wouldn't say his name on here again. I was drinking one night and I did that. But Alpaca was over here and I introduced him to you guys' cigars. He has now since bought quite a few of them. My buddy Dave back home, when I was home last time, he had a few of your cigars and I told him stories about when we hung out and, kind of what you guys mean to us. And he has now also bought quite a few of your cigars and all of it just ties back together to what we're trying to build, in that community. And I personally appreciate what you guys. I'm really bummed I'm not going to see you in September because of moving, but man, it doesn't change our relationship and the friendship we built, man. So I appreciate you guys greatly. Thank you for joining us, and yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. And you're right, Mick. It's amazing how everybody starts getting connected and everything starts getting intertwined and the community starts growing, and we really started noticing it more and more the more cut and lights that we go to, and people are actually traveling. They're getting on the road and an hour, 2 hours, 3 hour drives just to come to the cut and light and it's great. We love the support, but the best part about it is, yeah, you see them on podcasts or comments on podcasts, or you see them on Discords, at night. But the great part is when you sit down, you actually meet them face to face. You get to sit down, have a drink, have a cigar, and just talk about life, talk about cigars, talk about the brand. So it's amazing. It's a good time. Or we go bar hopping for the first time we meet, and things get out of hand.
I know we've told that story,
First
man.
time, second time,
what a
third
long
time.
day that was. Yeah. I think every time we've hung out, we've kind of hopped a few places and had a few drinks. But that first time, man, was unforgettable. That was a day to go down the record. Yeah, and we're like, hey, one more stop, sure. And like 6 hours later, like 7 more stops later, it was that was a great day, man.
Yeah, always. And we're looking forward to Memphis. We are stoked.
I was about to say that. So you guys are going to be joining me this time in Memphis because Mickey won't be there.
So there's nobody to watch over us.
I know.
So this is like for all.
It will be.
Definitely less chance of you guys getting arrested this time. Yeah, definitely.
It's gonna be at the same brewery.
Same place.
Yeah.
Same place.
Oh,
Same
cool.
place.
I did set everything up as best I could. I'm actually meeting with those guys this Friday. I can personally give them through your number or something if you want. We can talk about that off air. But yeah, I'll have everything set up. It's going to be an amazing event. Again, they've been posting stuff already and pushing out the info and getting people involved. So it's going to be a big event. I really bummed I can't make it, but we'll plan for next year because I am going to make time for Memphis on my trip or on my vacations next year once we get settled in, and I want that to be one of those weeks where I can see a bunch of people I want to see at the same time. So we'll make it work.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell us what you've been up to a little bit lately, man. I know I obviously follow along quite a bit and comment on everything you guys are doing, but I saw you guys had some big events recently. I saw you had some big name people smoking some of your cigars recently. Tell us a little bit about that, man.
Yeah, man. It really started this spring. We had a wedding that we did private, custom labels, and we rolled cigars at the wedding. And we've talked to these people for a good 4 months before the wedding. And we pull up to the venue, and there's a Zamboni parked out front. And I looked at Val, and I was like, damn, this guy's got some connections. He's got the Zamboni in town, right? And then we go inside, and we're talking, and there's a couple of guys there, and they were like, yeah, I figures the owner of the hockey team is got a cigar rolling station here. And I looked over at Val. I was like, Google this guy. This guy's somebody. I don't know what it is, but apparently he owns a hockey team. So, yeah, he was a hockey one of the minor league hockey teams, but there were some big names out there at the wedding, a lot of Canadians, and it was a good time. And now the president of the league is ordering cigars from us, and it's been great. Yeah, man. But a couple of weekends ago, or last weekend, 2 weekends ago, we did the missing parts ride over at the Harley dealership over in Fort Walton, and got to meet Justin Nunley, the Instagram influencer.
Justin Danger Nunley.
Yeah. Forgot the danger. But anyway, so yeah, he came by the tent and smoked the cigar and got the BS with him. Great dude. Solid guy. And it's just been a hell of a ride since then. Been on the road doing cutting lights. We went up to Blairsville for a huge 4th of July party at Sheepdog Lounge. So yeah, it's just been, and it's gonna keep going now, right? We're heading up to Ohio for Fort Fest, for
South Carolina,
to Yorkshire Cigars. Yeah, so it's been a great ride. We did a party with a couple of NFL players here in town. So it's amazing what kind of doors have opened for us. And you try not to act like a fanboy, right? Try to be like, whatever. But it's like, damn, that's a #1 draft pick. Like, oh shoot, But yeah, it's been a good time.
Yeah, we actually, I may have thrown you guys' name out there because he actually, Nunley actually commented on one of our things today. And because we had Lida on last week, Matt Lida, and that's who he does the White Trash with Money podcast with. He actually commented on one of our things. I'm like, hey, I heard you had a Haze Gray last week or 2 weeks ago. And I was like, we have them on tonight, man. And I was like, we'd love to have you on sometime. So I don't know where it's going to go, but it's pretty funny because I threw you guys out there because I knew he just had one of your cigars. So
yeah, that's funny. Yeah, we're actually we got to head out there and probably tomorrow drop off a donation check. I mean, the organization that he's using and the event that he's putting on is phenomenal, right? My brother and I both ride motorcycles, and to see the folks that are out there that have the passion for riding, but have lost a limb and they can't ride, and they customize the bikes and they outfit the bikes for them. It's really cool. Whether they're veterans or just civilians, they're helping them out. And so we told them, like, hey, we're at the end of the weekend, because it was a 3-day event, we'll give a certain percentage of the sales and donate it to you guys and to the organization. So we got to go out there and present them with a check, and so we'll see him one more time.
That's pretty awesome. So
we'll drop a bug. We'll drop a bug here for you, Charles.
There you go. I appreciate it, because that would be. There's some of them that I fanboy over. I've always been a fan of Justin since he started. So I told Mick when we started talking about going outside of the industry, he's like, who do you want? And he was the first person outside the industry. I said, someday I'm going to get him on here. It's just going to be difficult. So
yeah,
we got Lida on first. So hopefully he'll put some good words in for us as well.
Yeah, and that was a great show, by the way, too.
Appreciate it.
Val and I were watching it or listening to it as we were driving up to Blairsville. That was a cool show, man.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
He's got lots of stories. Already talking to him about getting him on for a part 2 and go more into what his passion is, which is the whole wrestling thing. Because I've talked to him and heard stories of some of his wrestling stories and the people that he's got to meet. And I think those will be some good stories to listen to. If you're an 80s, 90s wrestling person, he's got some good ones.
We just watched
it
was what did we just watch? The wrestling.
Oh, the one for the story behind McMahon?
Yeah, we just watched that on Netflix.
Yeah. Vince McMahon, yeah. And my brother and I cannot confirm nor deny, but I think we have both broke quite a bit of furniture in our parents' house growing up. A lot of DDTs, a lot of suplexes, off the top ropes. We don't understand how the end table got broken or the lamp got broken, but
or trying to glue it back together before our parents got home.
Yeah, and then figuring out who's going to dime out who first.
Mine wasn't usually the tables or the chairs and things like that. It was the old bed frames. You know, we got hand-me-down bed frames that were wood. So you've got you and your little brother, and you're doing, pile drivers and shit like that. I don't know how the bed keeps breaking. I don't understand it.
Yep. Yeah. It was funny because our uncles would egg us on quite a bit. And I think they drew the line at chairs. We couldn't hit each other with chairs. That's where they drew the line. But it's good times, man.
Really
80s.
Quickly, I want to jump in here before I go into my next story, but I'm watching the chat. So Robert's on here. He says that if you don't become a Patreon member, Betsy Ross will haunt you. And then we did have T Money. T Money is somebody that has started watching us from Cigar Hustler podcast. T Money says, join Patreon. Let's go. Hey, T Money, do me a favor. Go hit up Mick on the Real Smoke podcast Instagram page. Send him a message. That way we can get you tied into our Discord and all of that, and we'll get you all that information. Thanks. We appreciate you, brother.
I can confirm. He did. Thank you, sir.
Nice. Can't confirm. There it is.
Fact check Mick.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to make sure he did this. He believes no one. Suspicious.
I didn't hear my phone go off, man. I didn't. As soon as I pick it up, it went off. So we're good.
Well, no stolen valor on this show.
T Money says need one of those Pastagna cutters from 13 Knives. That's still a running joke on their show. So guys, if you're not watching Cigar Hustler podcast, that's another good one to go watch. They do a 1 hour every day. That is my morning walk podcast that I listen to every morning. Just now finished getting caught up from 10 episodes I missed while I was on vacation. So one podcast plugging another one. Go watch them. You won't regret it. You guys were talking about doing so many new cutting lights and things like that. Are there any coming up that you're like extremely excited for, or any new lounges coming up that you're extremely excited to go visit? Because I know you're getting eyes from more areas than what you had been this past year. So I would say that you've got a few places that you're like, holy crap, can't wait to go visit these guys.
Yeah, no, glad you brought it up because it is. I mean, we're definitely. It's gotten to the point now where lounges are calling us, right? And it's like it threw me off first, like when my phone rang and I was like, Pennsylvania, okay, but we know a few people in Pennsylvania, but this is a weird part of Pennsylvania, right? That we've never been to. It was like Williamsport, and it was a lounge calling us, right? And I got tongue tied. I was like, I'm getting punked. Right, I figured it was one of these guys or somebody was like tricking us, right? But yeah, we're heading up to Yorkshire Cigars up in York, South Carolina. We're super stoked about that. Moda is a Marine, so him and I kind of hit it off real quick, and that was basically a buddy of mine. And you want to talk about connecting the dots, Mick? A buddy of mine that lived here in Pensacola. Needed a change of scenery, packed up, moved to South Carolina, has only been smoking cigars a year. Hit me up, and he's like, hey, I see you and your brother started your own brand. I'd love to try your cigars. Yeah, sure. So he bought some cigars. Next thing you know, he's like, hey, can I get a sample pack to take it to the lounge that I'm at, that I'm going to now? Sure. Didn't think anything of it. Sent them a sample pack. 2 weeks later, I get a phone call from Yorkshire Cigars. Hey, Jamie sent me a pack. Love it. Love the fact that you guys are Navy. I'm Marine. Like, let's connect. Let's do this. So we scheduled the cut and light to go up there. That's one that we're really looking forward to. Another one is up in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Not sure how far that's going to be away from you, Mick, but
15 minutes from where I work. Okay.
We're going to be up there at Tobacco Center. That's another one that reached out to us, and he's ex-Navy as well. So, but then we have another big one, which is Slow Burn in Middlebury, Indiana. They've been amazing for us as well. I mean, every lounge that we have, we've built such a great relationship with, right? It's almost like family. We call each other, hey, how's it going? Not so much, what do you need? Do you need a restock? It's how we say it in the South, how's your mama and them? Like how are the kids, and following each other on Facebook, and we're seeing their kids grow up, and it's really cool, man. It's so every lounge that we go to do a cut and light, we're excited for it, right? Because we get to sit down and see everybody and smoke and hang out and meet new clientele and customers and consumers, right? So it's just it's really cool, really cool. And then we're planning a date to head down South Florida to His and Hers, which that's home away from home. Luis and Carmen are phenomenal. They've always looked out for us, always given us the best advice, coaching us along. So we're really blessed. We're blessed to have the lounges that we have for partners, and we're looking to grow like all the other brands out there. And it's pretty cool when you call a lounge and they've heard of you already. Yeah. They're, hey, Haze Gray, yeah, I heard of you guys. So that's kind of breaks the ice a little bit. But we are working on getting in Alabama, Matt. We're just one little step closer to getting into the lounge over probably about 30 minutes from us.
We're also doing
Oh, good.
Ybor City this year in December for the first time, so we're excited about that.
I'm planning to be there for that as long as everything works well with the move, we're planning on being in Ybor for that event. So we'll keep you posted on that. But no, I was gonna say I said it earlier. I said it in one of the posts this week. There's no harder working three than you guys, man. You guys are always beating the pavement, just out there kicking ass, man. And like I know there's a lot of people out there that have a lot of reps and a lot of people out there trying to beat the pavement for them, but you guys are out there doing it on your own, and you're somehow keeping up with all of it and like making it feel personal. So I mean, props to you guys for doing that. I was also going to say real quick, if you guys plan on coming in Friday for the Memphis event, you should go to the Smokers Abbey this year. Last year they were going through a few things and some changeover. I know you guys met Raven downtown. She was one of our TriStar members. She's now the manager there. You guys should really try to come in Friday again and go to Smokers Abbey. They're thriving right now. They're thriving. They're getting new brands in. They're taking new brands on. It would be a great spot to get you guys into Smokers Abbey, Memphis. So definitely keep that in mind when you're planning your trip for September.
Yeah, we haven't talked, Mick, but we do have a rep now that's working that area, and he's already gotten our cigars. They love them. Now it's just when we go, and I told him, I said, we're heading up to Memphis for the TriStar Herf. We'll stop in and say hello and shake hands and have a smoke and see if we can partner up with them. So we're excited for that.
So Mick and I are both enjoying something brand new from you guys. So let's go ahead and start. I'm been waiting. I want to know first, Mick, pronounce the name of the cigar.
I don't have it written down now. I don't know. Brasola. I don't even know. I'm just. I don't. What?
All right. So that's the Mickanese version. What is the real version?
Hey, wait, hang on. Wait, I finally learned how to say Ear Mouse Dumar. I mean, come on, give me some credit here.
There you go. Yes.
There you go. You got it.
And so the real pronunciation of it is Bussola, which is in translation is compass. Simple, right? And the main band is got a ship's or a compass. I'm sorry, not a ship's wheel, but a compass with a ship in the middle of it. Yep, that's it. That's it. And we designed it. And Ish, who's our manufacturer, he commented on the band. We put the north, south, then the H and the G. And basically, we started off in the north where we grew up, and we ended up in the south, so we kept those there, and then just added the HG for Haze Gray.
So let's go into how the blend started. Is this one of the blends that when you went down there to blend before that you like, we just came up with so many different cigars that we just got to figure out how to use them all instead of just getting rid of them? Is this one of those?
God, let me tell you. So we went to a boutique festival in Jacksonville a year ago, and we talked to Ish, and we're like, hey, we want to do a cut and light cigar, just a special event cigar, not to put it in our core line. And so he brought it to us in Jacksonville because he was there as well at the boutique festival, and he handed them out to us, us three, John Aldi, and Gabe. And they're all smoking it. Now, mind you, I'd already been hitting the sauce, so my palate was wrecked.
He was drinking sangrias.
I was drinking sangria. I was drinking old fashions. Like it whatever came to my hand, I was drinking it. And I'm looking at my brother, and I'm looking at Valerie and Aldi, and their eyes are like saucers. And they're like, oh my God, this thing tastes amazing. And I'm smoking. I'm like, I don't taste any. I'm freaking out. I'm like, I don't taste anything. I don't taste anything. And then we talked to Ish that day, and Ish said, he goes, this cigar isn't even done yet. It's just kind of like a little tester, just to see what you guys think. And I'm like, look, I'm going based off of what you guys say. If you like it, we'll roll with it. And they're like, no, we like it. Aldi and Gabe, they all liked it. So I was like, all right, this is it. This is going to be our cut and light. Well, then Ish hits me up and says, hey, I'm sending you some samples of the final product, but I don't think you're going to want this as your cut and light. I was like, oh, damn. I said, I even said, Ish, what did you do? Right? Like, what happened here? Well, we all smoked it. We were all all three of us were sitting in the garage, and we lit it up, and we looked at each other, and we're like, this is not a cut and light cigar. This is too good to be a cut and light cigar. And it's like, sorry, not sorry, right? Like, I mean, he had to finish it up, and when he did, it was just a great cigar. And we've been getting some rave reviews about it, and so we were like, well, what are we going to do? So we just decided, you know what, we're just going to add it to our core line. And it kind of, because when we went down to blend with Ish, you know, we walked out of there with 6 blends, not counting this one. And so we already had a sequence of how we wanted to roll out those blends. And so then when this happened, we were just like, well, we'll just make this our next release, and we'll push all the other ones back a slot. And we feel good about it. It's you know, we tweaked it just a little bit on the size. We went from a 52 by 6 to a 54 by 6. But the tobacco that's in it is just, there's some tobacco in there that hasn't been used. And, you know, Ish, you can't go wrong with Ish blends. I mean, the guy is just a mastermind. And so here we are now with 7 cigar, or 5 more to roll out for our second core line.
And they just get better.
Yeah. Yeah. We do.
That's a good thing.
My brother made an executive decision, and we are coming out with a box press on one of those other 5. So, and he made the right call, man. It's the right blend for our box press. I mean, that thing is unbelievable. So
I know we're here talking about this cigar. You want to give us any kind of hints on this other one?
It's good.
Wow. Breaking news.
Breaking
Cigar
news
is good.
It's good.
We need to clip this,
The next cigar coming out
Get the first.
is good.
It's more good.
More better.
It's more better.
Is
Much more
it's
better.
more better. I like you lotsy.
No, honestly, I definitely enjoy this one, man. It's got a unique flavor profile to it. I've enjoyed it. It's been good, man. It's been good. I'm excited to see what you guys have coming next. I know Ish has been working on some cool stuff for you, man. And you know I'm still a big fanboy of the initial blends and the initial core line, but man, you guys are just changing your whole perspective of, you know, if somebody wants something, they could probably find it in your line, and where it's getting to that point. You know what I mean? So that's a really cool place to be.
Yeah, and my brother and I had a conversation not too long ago when we're working events, you know, because I crunch numbers, I look at numbers, analytics, all that stuff, and I told him, I said, hey man, you do know we have 7 other cigars to sell, right? He goes, it's not my fault, I can't help it. Because I started looking at it when we released the Edmonds du Mod. I mean, they were just flying. And so we went to another event, and I just kind of sat back, and I love watching these guys work the table. And sure enough, man, he was working that table. He was talking about the entire first core line, but as soon as he got to the Edmonds du Mod and said exotic tobacco, boom, everything else shut down, and they were just focusing on that one cigar. And I was like, yeah, you're right, man. It's just the way it is. I mean, people, as soon as they hear that word exotic, and that's the goal that him and I had when we met Ish. We wanted to be outside the box, right? If we're going to stand out, we got to think outside the box. We got to do things outside the box. And we figured, hey, Ish is going to be the guy to help us do that and be creative. And a day doesn't go by that him and I don't get on the phone and talk about the tobacco, this country. I mean, I learned my lesson with Ish, right? And the other day I was watching the World Cup, and then I saw a video on Cape Verde, as we say in Portuguese, Cape Verde, as we say it here in the U.S. And it's volcanic soil, blah, blah, blah. And I text message Ish immediately. I'm like, hey, can we get tobacco from Cape Verde? And he's like, well, you can get it, but it's not a lot. It's very, very minimal. So I was like, all right, pass on, forget it. We'll go on to something else. Because that's one thing we don't want to do is run out of tobacco, right? You make a banger, People love it, and now we're asked out. We have zero tobacco. We got to wait another 4 or 5 years. It's just not. It's not what we want to do. We want to have it for at least 10. Have tobacco for at least 10, and that's something that Ish can stand on and provide for us. So
I would be interested to see how that tobacco lines up with Ometepe, because both, I know the soil is going to be different, but both heavy volcanic soil. So I wonder how much it would be worth getting a little bit of it to test it, to see how well it would go against Ometepe, and see if you could actually bring that Ometepe into there and make it more of a spicy, more volcanic, more rich, earthy, more salty forward cigar.
Yeah,
I love Ometepe cigars.
well, I'll tell you what. Call Ish. Go to his house. He's got the stackable toolboxes. It's like the toolbox from Narnia. You stick your hand in.
Listen to you, Aldi, and other people talk about the times that they've spent at Ish's house. I'm sorry, I don't think I could hang. I don't think I could do it. I mean, I've been to places where they talk about this guy's going to drink you under the table. He's going to smoke me under the table, and I'm not going to be able to function for days.
Yeah, it's an experience that we have cherished and will always cherish, and we're looking for. Now I got to go down and cook a steak at his house because Spain beat Portugal, so that was part of the deal. The other one has to go to the other one's house and cook a steak. So we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm going to go down there, cook him a steak, and then we're going to blend some more, and just maybe this time come up with a cut and light. We'll actually have a cut and light cigar. But yeah, it's just to pick his brain as far as what tobacco, what countries go with what, and he'll figure it out and he'll make it work. He'll gel it together and make it happen.
So going on to the band, I've looking at the bands that you've used in the past, your dog tags, and then you look at the one that you just used. It's more of a flat based. Now you've brought back more of the shiny again, but it's got I love the color scheme of it. I love the blues in it. I love the silver behind it. So coming up with the band, the name, the artwork, how did you guys come up with that? What was the thoughts behind it?
So we really, we've said it from the get-go. We want to tell our story through our cigars. Yes, we're veteran-owned, right? Proud to be a veteran, loved serving our country, but that's not what we want to be known as, right? We want to be known as a cigar brand first, with great cigars. That just so happens that we're veteran-owned, right? The first core line that we came out with the dog tag and everything, it fit our name, it fit what we were trying to accomplish. But then my brother and I sat down, we talked, and my brother's not a veteran, right? And he's like, look, I want this to be also a part of me. And I said, I couldn't agree more. So we decided, hey, let's shift gears and let's kind of change up our bands a little bit. Let's tie the band in with the name of the cigar along with the tobacco that's in the cigar. So we're like kind of connecting the dots, right? And so, for example, we got tobacco coming up from Cameroon, Zimbabwe is already there, Angola, Mozambique. And those are places that our dad went to when he was in the Navy. So, and he was part of the revolution in Portugal of April 25th, 1974. Portugal had a revolution. And so some of the names that we're coming up with in the bands are really going to be tied in with the name, the band, and the countries that they came from, right? We also, when we came up with that band and the boxes, we want it to pop. We don't want the same old brown boxes, black boxes. We want something that will grab the consumer's eye. It's colorful, shiny. we were all kids. We all went for that shiny toy when we were little, right? The brand new shiny toy. That's what we're trying to accomplish with our bands and with our boxes.
Phenomenal, man. You guys are definitely reinventing yourself daily almost. It's really cool to watch, man. It's I mean, like I said, we've been pretty much with you guys. You've been with us since day one, and we love seeing the evolution. I mean, I guess the same can be said for what Charles and I keep trying to do, man. You got to try to keep being better every day. You know what I mean? And it's you guys are obviously doing that and succeeding at it at a very high level. So great business decisions. I love what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about the merch store as well. I know you guys have always somewhat had some merch, but now you guys have some more merch. Like, you guys have merch available now. So tell us about that.
Yeah, that's something that we've work in events. People have always asked us, do you have shirts? Do you have cutters? Do you have lighters? Our mentality has always been cigars first. We're a cigar brand, right? We're not in this to make money off shirts or hats or cups. The money that we make and we invest back into the cigars. But then we have to take a step back, and they're your consumers, man. They're investing their hard-earned money into your brand, and they want shirts. Then let's figure out a way to do shirts. One thing we didn't want to do is tie up some of our capital in thousands of shirts sitting on a shelf just collecting dust, right? Bingo! Look at that. That's one of the OGs right there. That's one of the first original hats.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but so we dabbled with merch. We looked at what would sell, what wouldn't sell. And then we found a local guy here in town. And he's like, look, he's a Navy veteran as well. We sat down and talked to him for a little bit. And he's like, I want to help you guys out. Help me help you. I was like, what do you got in mind? And he said, well, I want to link my website to y'all's website. If someone calls and orders just one shirt, I'll make that one shirt. That way you guys don't have to worry about all this inventory and whatnot. So we were like, let's do it. So we came out with the shirts, hats. Yeah. Val designed our logos, and we were rocking and rolling. Yep.
So this guy is kind of a problem for us in a good way, because he makes us cool stuff all the time and calls through and is like, hey, look at this that I made. Hey, look at this that I made. And he literally is right around the corner from our house. We could walk there if we wanted to. So it's not a good thing.
No. No, I told my brother. I told him
going into merch, if there was one thing that each of you could create, you don't have to worry about whether it sells or not. You don't have to worry about the inventory. You don't have to worry about, the money behind it. But you could create your one item that you could just have on there. What would it be?
Salty. That's my thing. I love it. So we just created a. I'm go grab it. Hold on.
We have a new stand. What would you create?
I'd probably create a cutter, because you can always use a cutter.
What kind of cutter?
With a V cut and a straight cut. Those are the only two cuts I really use.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he's got the old silver hat, and it was just something that I just came up with. I'm like, that'd be pretty cool to have. Well, then my brother took it one step further, and we wear scallies, Boston scallies, all the time. And he's like, I'd love to get one with a scally. I'm like, that ain't a bad idea. So we're in the process of getting that designed. Same thing, but with a Boston scally.
Uh-oh. What happened to Mick?
Mick froze up, so we do have to say this. Mick is our issue tonight. He is the cause of our technical difficulties, and that's brought to you by Katie Cigars. Anyways, I like Salty. Salty is awesome.
Yeah. That's we've definitely got some folks eyeballing it, and we've already sold a few, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, the merch game the merch game, we look at it as free advertising, right? Folks buying our shirts, wearing them out in town, across the country. It just helps us get our name out there.
I don't think I saw the red, white, and blue one until Charles just brought it up. I was on the site the other day, and I don't know how I missed that. I really, really like that one. So I guess I know what my next purchase will be. So, yeah, no.
Oh, the American flag logo?
Yeah. The American flag, yeah.
That shirt is black, navy blue, or red.
Yep.
Comes in.
Love it. I love it. Yeah, that's phenomenal. Our favorite brewery down here, actually, we took you guys. There was a Soul and Spirit. I think they missed an opportunity because they had World Cup watch parties there, and their logo they do different things for different times of the year. And I was like, man, if they would have done their logo, and because it's my favorite logo, I have it tattooed on my arm. I'm like, man, if they'd have done that in an American flag, I'd have probably bought like 3 of them. So I'm gonna buy your shirt instead since they did. So
Appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
So
oh, good.
I want to get your all's opinion on this real quick. And this is just breaking news. So Robert has decided that he's going to give away one of his America 250 cutters for our Patreon members. He just sent me this image. Give me your thoughts.
Oh, that's cool.
Love
Nice.
it.
Check that
Love
out.
it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
He's got the 250 years right there, his logo right there, the flag right there, and all of his scales are red, white, or natural wood and blue. So just putting that out there for anybody who is interested in the Patreon, check that out. And, that would be something for, we're talking about merch. If you're interested in getting some things like that, that's a good little straight cutter right there.
And just a plug to a fellow sponsor. I bought one of his cutters at the last TriStar Herf, and I love that thing. Yeah,
Yeah, didn't you get the red one?
I got the red one,
Yeah.
and it's a great cutter. He does a great job. He does some amazing work.
He definitely does. So I was gonna make Val talk for a minute. So that's Rue's taking over.
I was gonna ask what her idea that
I'll get the Pedro.
So
I
like
what
weapons.
products she would want to bring out.
I like weapons.
I like weapons.
You like women? Okay.
No.
All right.
I like weapons, like daggers, knives, guns. My dad's a force.
Watch out, bro.
Why? He's a force recon. I was raised by a force recon Vietnam Marine, so that's what my dad gives for stocking stuffers. So I think it would be really cool to have like a torch lighter dagger with like the cutters in it. I've thought about it in my head. Like the long torch lighters. If one was like you pull it out and had a dagger in it, but it had your cutters, so it could serve all purposes. Cut, light, stab someone. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Self-defense. Stand your ground. You guys are in Florida.
And that's why I sleep with one eye open.
That's I don't blame you, brother. No, I was going to go a little bit different route with Val. I was going to ask. I've seen you've been doing some more women's events. Tell us about those and how they're going and how that kind of all ties together.
We were doing women's events. It's kind of come to a standstill because we've just been we traveled a lot. We put 10,000 miles in 1 month a few months ago. So we just got into traveling, and then we've actually partnered up with a brewery that it's the sweetest little family, husband, wife, their son. He's the master brewer.
Yeah.
What is Chandler? So they bought a brewery in town that they redid, really cool. They're going to start selling our cigars, but we've collabed up with them, and she wants to start doing ladies' nights. So her and I are trying to pick a night of the week, figure out how much we're going to do it and what we're going to do with it. So we're going to restart doing that with her. I actually talked to her about it today because she's got a lot of women smokers that come in to the brewery. So she wants to kind of do something with us to cater to these women. So we're going to start pick that back up again and doing it at Matheson Brewery here in Pensacola. We're just trying to iron out the details of what we want it to be and how we want to orchestrate it and plan it all out. So yeah.
That's awesome. Huge shout out to Matheson Brewery and all the ladies who need to get out there and enjoy some cigars. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that all you want to know, Mick? Anything else?
Dang, she just threw you on the spot. What do you got, man? Come
What other
on.
questions
Throw
you
it.
have?
Let's go.
I really thought I had some good stuff tonight, but now you put me on the spot. So, while I'm trying to come up with something, we do need to mention that for tonight, for our prizes from the Cigar Vault Oakdale, 2 $25 gift cards. We need to use hashtag Real Smoke. Everybody is entered to win on that, except for the 2 people that won last month. And hashtag Real Smoke PAT, PAT, which is for our Patreon members only. So another great reason to become a member of Patreon. And what was the guy that just entered or just became a Patreon member? He's entered tonight. Just put him in there.
T-Money.
Yeah, T-Money. T-Money. Put your hashtag on Real Smoke Pat. Good chance you could win something tonight. So there you go. Charles, I think it's your question.
I yield back.
Damn. She goes hard on Mick, and Mick's like, I'm done.
Passes the ball.
Damn.
I'm just going to go over to Pedro right now and just say, hey, Pedro, what's up? You haven't been talking much. Hadn't heard from you. How you doing, buddy?
He does all the talking. I just wait.
He
Good,
does
man. How
all
you
the talking. You're the pretty face. I got you.
That's
So,
it, man.
I know every time that we talk to you guys, you're usually the one on the road having to come in and do this from the mobile smoking lounge. So how's the travels lately? I know you're probably out there hitting the road a lot. Tell us what's going on your end.
It's great. I have such a great time when I'm in the lounge. I mean, they come to the lounge too, but we've been dividing up a lot, doing different events on the same day. So it's awesome because at the end of the events, it's like I call my brother, he calls me, and we talk about, people that we met. Hey, these people want to do an event. The people that you meet, it's awesome. It's great meeting the people that, never smoked our cigars, and then all of a sudden, they smoke one just to try it, normal. They never heard of us. And then after that, it's like they're coming back and they're buying more. And that's just a great feeling, when you're in that lounge. And I'm talking about all our tobaccos and where we're going with our second core line, being different, getting tobaccos from different countries. And it intrigues everybody. It really does. And it's just a good time. We definitely, we've been real busy. Like, we have our 9-to-5 jobs just like everybody else, and we don't get a day off, even on the weekends. It's like, I'm outside working all day, and then it's events, boom, no days off. But it's like I was telling my brother the other day, we love it. We have such a passion for this that it doesn't matter. 7 days a week, we're all in this, and having everybody on the podcast that support us, it's huge. It definitely motivates us even more. We're a good team. And when we're doing events together, it's like my brother says, he sit back, watches me, explain tobaccos. Valerie, like, I was sitting there the other day. I didn't even tell them. It's like I was sitting there the other day at an event with them and listen to Valerie talking from day one when we first started and to now. It's like she just rich. Like, she knows what she's talking about. She, talks about the tobaccos. Like, we learn from each other. We're a good team. And I'm just thankful for what we have, and you guys for supporting us as well. It's good. Thank you to everybody.
It's incredibly easy to support something that, 1, is quality, 2, is good, and 3, have amazing people behind it. When it's one of those things we've talked to other people before, and we haven't gotten behind their product because it's a good product. It's quality, but they don't have the passion. They're more about making the dollar off a cigar than having the passion behind the brand. And when you guys jump on here, It's never sell, 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 sell. It's, hey, we met these people. We had this experience. This was a good time. It was always the experience and the camaraderie with you guys meeting new people, with meeting new fans, new cigar smokers. It's the passion behind the brand. So it makes it easy to want to support you guys, not only because you support us, but I mean, how do you not support people who feel that way about their business?
I'll back up on that a little bit too, though. You did say it's not always good products either. There's people out there that push shit that they even don't believe in. You know what I mean? And I know you guys are like us. We're not going to push something out that we don't truly back or something that we don't truly believe. And I think it's like Charles said. That's why it's so easy with you guys, because it's a great product and great people behind it. You know, that are actually passionate about it. It drives us nuts when people are like behind the scenes, like, yeah, I don't even really like this one, but I got to sell it now. You know what I mean? And they're pushing shit out, and you're like, man, how do we get behind this? Like, that's not what we're about. So it's great to have somebody that's on that same page.
I've been to quite a few lounges that they've had an event come in where it's the sales rep, and we're sitting around a table. I mean, the sales rep is kicked back, and we're smoking cigars, and he's talking about the cigars. We're just talking, having good conversation, and it's like, yeah, I wanted to try this X cigar. And he's like, nah, try this one instead. And it's like, no, this one just came out. I want to try that one. He's like, no, try this one instead. And it's like, why? He's like, because that one's not really, really that good. And he's like, but this one's better. And then an hour later, he's up there behind the table talking about how great this cigar X is doing, when it was a cigar that he told me not to smoke. And it's like, bud, come on. I know you're there to sell the cigars, but you don't even believe in your own product. Right. Because I wanted to try it. You talked me out of trying it. And now you're telling everybody it's the best cigar. And, that's one thing I dislike about the industry, but that's one thing I love about you guys is you're very passionate about all of your cigars. And when the next one comes out, you're like, the last one we put out's good, but this cigar is freaking amazing because of this reason. So that leads me into a question. This new cigar that's out, between the three of you, whether it's blend, flavor profile, whether it's the way it smokes, the enjoyment of it, out of the three of you, who smoked it to the point to where you think that you're the best knowledge of that cigar? All right, so my question to you, sell me the cigar.
Sell you the cigar?
Sell me the cigar.
So
why should I smoke it? I'm some guy that's in the chat right now that's never heard of Haze Gray, especially never heard of this new cigar. Sell me your cigar.
I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say the button, right? So
just say it.
This cigar here, it's a great cigar. The wrapper on it is an Apiraca Escudo. It's got premium tobaccos in it. It's got a Olor Dominicano binder. It's got Indonesian tobacco. And then it has Piloto Cubano. And then it has Pennsylvania Lajero. That's the one that hasn't been used as much yet. It just got released about 6-7 months ago, from what I heard from Ish. It's got great notes to it. You get some cinnamon, some almond to it. You get some spice to it. It's about a medium to full. Basically, where we're trying to go with this line is with exotic tobaccos. This one didn't have as much exotic in it because of the cut and light situation, but it's definitely a flavorful cigar. I definitely enjoy the buttery notes to it.
I was about to say, so why do you enjoy it?
Definitely the buttery note. I like the Indonesian tobacco in some of the cigars just because once in a while you'll get that butteriness to it. But I also love how it goes from, you do get some cedar to it, which is good. I like a little cedar to it, but not too much. And definitely the spice. The spice isn't too overwhelming. And that's what I enjoy. we have a blend that's coming out that's a spice bomb, but we love spice bombs as well. So
the
have 'em
blend
all
that you're
that
talking
way.
about coming out, Spice Bomb, is it more spice on the palate, or is it spice palate forward and nicotine heavy?
Nicotine heavy. It's a nicotine heavy. It's definitely 100%. But the spice, it's not the type of spice that's gonna make. It's a spice bomb, but it's not gonna make your eyes water, right? Like the retrohale on it's great. And that's where we're going with the second line. Is like we always said, we're trying to be different, and dealing with Ish, it's a blessing, honestly. Like that man just knows it all. You know, he the knowledge that he gives us, like we just soak it all in, and the tobaccos and how you're blending and what you can do with leaves. It's mind blowing. So much more to learn, and that's why we love this, right? It's the knowledge that we're getting from it, and we just like we said earlier, it's the passion that we have, and this second line is going to be huge for us because it's where we want to go with our tobacco and our brand. Our first line, obviously, that's our baby. Like we love those cigars, and that's what got us here as well. You know, and the support that we've had, and when I'm in the lounge, like how I kind of talk about it is, you know, here's our first core line. It's our traditional, more traditional tobaccos, right? Your Dominican, Nicaraguan, Honduran. And with our second line, this is where we're trying to be different and go with the exotic. And like my brother said, it's just instant. That's what I want. And it's unique. You've never tasted this tobacco before. And I'm confident in saying it to certain people, you know, have you ever smoked exotic tobaccos? No. And it's like, well, there's tobacco in here you've never smoked, and you're gonna notice a difference in it. It's a good difference. So it's great. You know, our cigars is like we said, we're trying to be different with our cigars, and the tobacco that we can get, it's out of this world.
So for anybody watching who has not hit the like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff, go do that now. Seeing some new faces or some new names in the chat. Can only see a couple of faces, but seeing some new names in there. So when it comes to the new line, you've mentioned the new line, the new way that you want to bring the new line. So one thing that I like that Crown Heads did was they took all of this mishmash hodgepodge of things and brought them under kind of a cohesive design. Your core line is under that cohesive design. It's all that dog tag. It's got the dates on it. It's got the names. They all have some kind of meaning behind it. So this new line that's coming out, is there going to be cohesiveness behind it? Is it going to be kind of all the nautical theme, or is it going to be all the same kind of banding? What is your all's thoughts behind this new line coming out, and how to get people to know that this is Haze Gray?
Yeah, it's going to be cohesive. It's going to be nautical. You know, our dad was in the Navy, and as a little kid, he was crazy about the ocean, right? And I never understood it as a little kid. I was like, man, everything in our house was nautical. And then myself joining the Navy, I'm catching myself doing the same thing. Love the ocean. I don't care for sharks. I don't care for the stuff that can eat you. But at the same time, I'm all about that nautical theme. The second core line is going to have a lot of nautical stuff in it. Some of the names are going to be named after some tall ships and things of that nature, and our dad being in the Navy. So it's going to kind of gel together. But the bands, like you said, the bands are going to be a lot different because we're going to tie it in with like I said earlier, with the name, with the tobacco. So it will kind of go hand in hand. And if we become a brand that's known, I can't. I just learned how to doggy paddle, Aldi. I mean, it's now he threw me off. Damn it. It's gonna tie in, and we're just at the end of the day, if we're known as a nautical brand, then that's what we're known for, right? But it's just something that we want to stick with and roll with. You know, we have a lot of great memories as kids. We've done a lot of things. I mean, we grew up everywhere we grew up. We were near the ocean, so it's just something that's a lot of our fond memories are by the water.
Well, it's like
so
my
was
brother.
was your dad a cigar smoker?
No, nobody in our family was cigar smokers. There were cigarette smokers.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't smoke pipes.
Is there anything in this new line coming up that, I mean, that's one of the things that you keep bringing back is your dad. You know, it was something that he did or something that, you know, reminded you of him. Is there anything that's going to come out in the next year, 2 years, that's going to really put your dad on the forefront, such as a cigar that's named after him or a nickname after him or anything like that?
We've talked about it.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean, just as somebody whose dad has passed recently, I mean, in your profession, there's no better way to stand up a guy than to name a product after him. So that's kind of the reason that just listening to you guys talk about your dad, that's kind of where it touched.
Yeah. It's funny, like when you're younger, you don't really pay attention to much. You don't pay attention to their story very much as you're growing up. It's when you get older and you start, I guess you can say, start getting wiser. I don't know why and how this started coming up on my algorithm on YouTube, but I've heard stories from my dad. The revolution happened in April. I was born in June, right? Growing up, I was still a little kid. I still remember quite a few things. I've told my dad things that I remember that my dad was just like, how the hell do you remember that? You were like 4, right? And so, but these documentaries that I've been watching these last couple of nights talked about the revolution and everything, and it's just like, damn, our dad was a part of that. Right? That was a big deal back in the old country. It's like, it was just crazy. So it's something that my brother and I will have to sit down and talk and hammer out and agree on something, on what we want to do to kind of pay homage to him. And then both our grandfathers, they have a story. And it's like at one point we were trying to figure out how to pay homage to our grandfathers because they were both great men. They had a huge influence in our lives. You know, so again, it's get kind of choked up, but I don't know. We've always said we wanted to tell our story through our cigars, and it's going to be, for us, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
You were talking about your dad being a part of the revolution and you growing up in near that time period and things like that. Going back and watching that documentary and stuff like that, what was a story that you can remember him telling that not only do you now remember that story, but also kind of seen that in that documentary that kind of is like, holy crap, I remember this story. Because this is where history and cigar geeks geek out.
The one story that I can remember my mom and dad telling me, of course, my mom was pregnant with me. Part of that revolution, they took over the radio station. They played 2 songs. The first song that they played was just warning the troops it's about to go down. The second song that they played was get your asses to the base, get armored up, we're taking over. In the story that my mom, more my mom than my dad, our dad doesn't talk much about the war and going to the colonies and fighting in the wars down in the colonies. But my grandfather busted in the bedroom door and told my dad they're playing the song on the radio. And they were begging him not to go. They were begging, it's going to be bad. Don't go, don't go. My dad's like, I got to go. And so remember, and he went and he was there with everybody. And that kind of clicked. I'm like, okay, now I understand why they didn't want him to go, why he had to go, because it was his patriotic duty, right? And so that's one of the stories. And then watching the documentary and hearing them play the music, I could only imagine what was going through his head, and what was going through the whole household. That kind of triggered it.
I can't imagine. Offline, you're going to have to send me what the name of the documentary was. I will have to watch that one, and just because I'm a huge history war nerd, and when it comes to things like that, that's going to be something that I'm going to dig into really hard. So, now I can't wait to see. I mean, we're talking about the passion behind your cigars and why people get behind such brands like yours. I can't wait to see what's coming out in the next 16 months, because there's going to be stories, and these stories are going to ask more questions, and we're going to sit here, in a few months, and we're going to be asking questions again about why, and give me the history behind it. And you guys are going to have some kind of awesome story like that. That's going to be like, holy crap, there's a purpose behind it. There's passion behind it. And I enjoy that.
There's a good amount of companies that put out bangers on a regular basis, but when you have a banger tied with a great story with someone with passion behind it, it means a lot more. So keep doing what you're doing, guys. My last question, I think, is not near as good as Charles, so I should have probably went first. I was going to ask, so with the new cigar, have you guys been pairing it with something recently that you truly enjoy pairing it with? Because I had it the first time when I reviewed it with a beer. Tonight I had it with bourbon, and I actually enjoyed it a lot more with bourbon. So I was just curious, did you guys pair it with anything either during the process of creating it, or did you I know Ish kind of blended it, but did you guys pair it with anything as you were testing them, or how did that process?
I mean, when you're pairing with Ish, the only option is wine. So I was drinking wine, but that's a shocker. So it is good with wine. I've had it with coffee, but we haven't really paired it with anything.
Yeah.
Both of those new blends are amazing with coffee, which we drink coffee all day long. So
my mentality with our cigars, I don't pair. I mean, I shouldn't say, I do pair our cigars with bourbon, with whiskey, with rum, coffee. But I would probably say the first 4 to 6 cigars, I don't pair it with anything, because I want to make sure that I'm tasting every note that's supposed to be in that cigar, and I want to enjoy that cigar for the cigar alone. And then I'll start venturing off into pairing, because at the end of the day, I know my brother gets it all the time. What do you pair this with? And Val did a great job sitting down with both of us and saying, okay, this is this cigar, the Admiral. What do you pair with the Admiral? And we've paired it with different things. And then she created a whole sheet with every cigar, with the notes and what it pairs with. And we put it out I know my brother puts it out on the lounge. When we're just doing a tent event, we put it out on the table and we say, hey, this is this cigar. And people read it. They look at what to pair it with, right? So you have to know what it pairs with. But me personally, and I can't speak for my brother or Valerie, I like to enjoy that cigar for the cigar itself, to be able to then educate our consumers. This is what you're going to taste. It may not be your palate. It may not be in your wheelhouse. You may not like pepper. You may not like buttery notes. But this is what you're going to get.
So, not giving a review away of anything that we may talk about later, but smoking this cigar and going on to my second one here, a lot of the notes that I get from this one is I do get a lot of chocolate. I get a lot of baking spice. I get a lot of stewed fruit. I get a lot of dark fruit notes. And when I review it the first time, it is straight water, because I want to know that it's got those notes in it. And then going back into it, I went more towards a rye heavy whiskey because it has a lot of the baking spice, it has a lot of the cinnamon, and it enhanced every bit of this cigar, the pepper notes, the cinnamon notes, and things like that. So, you know, somebody who is a whiskey drinker, if you do like a good heavy rye or a good heavy rye bourbon, I think, me personally, it picked up more of the notes from this cigar than it didn't. So I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Well, you know, and we appreciate that, Charles. We just booked an event here in town. It's at a restaurant, and we're going to do a pairing with Pilar. But then we're going to have some tapas as well. And sitting down, the chef actually sat down at the meeting with us, and we actually, which was cool because I've never done it before, right? But just hearing what he wanted to put on the menu for the tapas, I was able, knowing what the notes were in the cigar, I was able to tell him, no, don't add this. If you can add something like this, it would enhance the notes. You know, he wanted to come out with something super spicy, super but no, this cigar's got enough spice as it is, right? Like, you're not going to want to do that. And so it was pretty cool to sit down with a chef and come up with a whole menu. And I think
if he came out with something that was a creamy dessert, like a cheesecake or something like that, the richness, the fattiness from a cheesecake would go so well with the cigar and bring out the spices.
Yep, 100%. And that's, to me, and being able to do that with him, I think it's the reason why we smoke our first few cigars with nothing with it. So we know what we're tasting, we know what's in that cigar, to where we can make an educated decision later on when we do have to pair it with drinks or food. So it's just, really, it's something that we've always said from the beginning, man. We take pride. This is our baby, and we take pride in our product. We take pride in our name. We take pride in everything that we do, who we team up with, and it down to the very molecule of anything that we deal with when it comes to our cigars. That we want to make sure we're putting our best foot forward and making a presentation that will wow people.
I have no doubt you guys are going to continue blowing it out of the water, man. I think I said this before, but I think most of the people know we talked about it on here before. But man, when you guys took time to do that Patreon event when we did it, you guys were our first Patreon members chat where everybody jumped on, and not all of them were able to make it, but it was a good amount of them, and we had a blast that day. And you guys did that in between events on a Saturday where you guys were just running. You still made time for us, and you made time for our Patreons and the people that are, and I think all of those guys are now super supporters of everything you guys are doing. And it goes both ways. This is what we do. Yeah. And it's just unbelievable. And when I reached out to you that day, you're like, I think we're going to be in between events, but sure, let's do it. And I'm like, how do you guys keep up with all this shit? But it's unbelievable. And that's really what sets you guys apart in my mind, man. It's we couldn't be happier to still have you guys on as not only sponsors but family, man. We're huge fans of what you guys do as well. So
yeah, we appreciate it, Mick. Yeah, that we've always said it. It's people believe in us, and people spend their hard-earned money on our product, which we're super supportive, super appreciative of all the support. So yeah, if we can do it, we're going to make time to do it, and we'll make ourselves available, whether it's a Facebook message, a text message, a HERF. We'll be there. We'll make it work. We'll figure out a way to be there for our consumers that support us.
So this is about the point that you guys have been on here and watched this enough that you guys know coming up. So this is about the point in time that we are going to go into 1, Hotbox questions, and 2, our Play It Forward questions from our guests from before, as well as one of our Patreon members, another group reason to join the Patreon. So you guys have been asked multiple times before. Are you willing to play Hotbox questions?
Let's do it.
All right. So Hotbox questions is brought to you by Beard Apothecary, by the way, John, get me a newer video. Just saying. By the way, Val, get me a newer video. Just saying. Anyways.
What is going on, Real Smoke fam? John here from Beard Apothecary. Today, we're going to talk about Father's Day. So, yes, I'm in the room that Tay built. Anyways, Father's Day. Last year we dropped Daddy-O. And Daddy-O was that beach feel, that pineapple, that coconut, that fresh outdoor scent. Well, this year we wanted to change things up a little bit. We wanted to do something in honor of Tanya's dad, Pete. Many of you know she lost him back in September, and we wanted to do something to honor him. So Pete was a guy that was super generous, just a loving guy. He loved his family, he loved his kids, he loved his grandkids, and yes, he even liked me. So we wanted to do something in honor of him. So Tanya went looking, and she came up with a scent profile that she thinks kind of nailed it. And when I smelled it, I was like, there was no question. We had a whole bunch laid out, and this was the one just stood out above all the others. It's going to be that spice and bergamot and amber that make you think of the sea captain and make you think of just that time out on the water. And this one's really near and dear to our hearts. And so we have officially dropped the Captain Pete, and this is live on the website right now. And I want to thank everybody for everything they do for us, because we wouldn't be anywhere without you guys. And that means the world to us. Make sure you like and follow the boys so we can keep this thing running, the juggernaut that is Real Smoke Podcast. And as always, remember, don't let the beard look weird. Stay metal, my friends.
Huge thanks to John for all that. John and his awesome wife. Just going back at Val. Sorry, wasn't trying to throw you under the bus. Just trying to pick at you a little bit because no, you're picking at Mick, so I was coming back for you. Just having some fun. I know she was talking about having the cigar cutter with a sword and a gun and everything. Right. So we kind of know what happened to Rue.
He said hot questions and he ran.
Yeah. She done shanked him, and he's laying under the table right now. So
right.
No.
So
Wow.
before Mick goes into question number one, and I hope he can hear this and is listening, my question number one is going to come next. It's going to involve your favorite cigar. Oh, she didn't shank him. He's coming. She sent him to the room.
They think I shanked you.
There he is.
Sorry,
And you're under the table.
my baby bladder kicked in.
I scared
Baby bladder. So for my question number one, it's going to come up next. I want you guys to be thinking about, out of your core line, what is your favorite cigar? I wanted to give you some time to think about it. Mick, question number one for Hot Box Questions. What do you got, buddy?
Well, I'm going to start off with my normal one because I don't save past show sheets for what you guys' favorite band or artist is for the post-show music. Although I do believe Val's is Fleetwood Mac, but I don't remember what the other two are. AC/DC maybe some, I don't know, some weird stuff I never heard of. Anyway, favorite band or artist. You guys each can get one.
Mine is Stevie Nicks. I was actually listening to her today while I was cooking, so I always listen to her.
Sublime.
Okay.
I keep bouncing back and forth, but I think right now I'm big into Whiskey Myers.
New Kids on the Block. Okay, cool. Got it.
All right, so question number two. I asked you guys to be thinking about your favorite cigar in your lineup. So who wants to go first? I just got to know that one.
I'll go first.
All right, so you'll go first, and we'll go on down the line. Lady next. Just the same question, or the same thing I asked you earlier. It's your favorite cigar of the core line. Sell me your cigar.
So
why is it your favorite?
My favorite in our core line is the Edmond Jumad. And the main reason is that cigar, we used to eat a pastry when we were kids in Portugal, and it was a custard pastry. And you would sprinkle cinnamon on it, and you would drink it with coffee. As you got older, you would drink it with espresso. we went up to Ish and asked Ish if he could have those notes in the cigar, and he said absolutely. And we were just mind boggled, like, okay, let's see how this goes, you know. And sure as shit, that thing is spot on. That pastry, when you smoke that cigar from the beginning to the end, it's custard pastry, a little bit of spice, and then you get that cinnamon and espresso the last third of the cigar, back and forth. And that's what we were going for, and that's what you're going to get out of that cigar. And that's why I love that cigar, because that's one of my favorite pastries. We actually just got a Costco here in Pensacola, and we were hoping that they were going to start carrying those pastries, but it's a fail. So, yeah, they don't have them. Damn it. But those pastries are, it's just a memory that we have as kids. And the cinnamon and the espresso was my dad who actually started doing that, and that's where we learned from it. And that cigar, those notes, I mean, I just love it. It's just, it hits right on me. I love all our cigars, but that one there, it's just, it's my favorite.
Nice. Val, what do you think?
So I love a lot of, I can only pick one. We have 2 core lines. Can I pick 2?
You can do whatever you want.
Just
go
one.
for it.
That's the rule.
You go for it. No,
One.
she can bend the rule because I'm afraid that she's going to shank me next. So you do whatever you want, girl. You go for it.
Okay, so in all seriousness, my favorite cigar is our 1996. I love that cigar. I'm not a Connecticut shade person, but it's the barber pole with the Connecticut shade and the San Andreas Maduro. So the mix of those two has that smooth creaminess of the Connecticut shade, but then that Maduro adds that richness, cocoa, a little bit of pepper. So I feel like I like to grab that cigar, especially if I don't know what I'm feeling like, if I want medium, whatever. I feel like it's a good balance between a mild kind of a medium with the Maduro and the Connecticut blend. And it's a great cigar. It's great with coffee. I love craft beer. I love juicy IPAs. I love to smoke that cigar with a juicy IPA. So that's my go-to as far as my favorite is our 1990. Oh yes, that's good. Our 1996 Barber Pole.
Awesome. All right, Rue.
So my brother took mine. That's the one.
That's why I wanted to go first.
Oh, I mean, okay, so go, use the same one. If it's your favorite, again, like I asked him earlier, sell me that cigar.
Oh,
because there's a lot of people on here that don't know you. So tell me about it. Why do you like it?
The way he was going to sell it was the way I was going to sell it. So,
oh wow,
yeah, because it was both our minds were on the same page when we just wanted to come out with that first cigar for our core line. That's something that we were both like, oh, if we can do it, that'd be amazing. And he nailed it. That's exactly how I was going to explain it. So I'll just go with my number 2, which is the Admiral. It's all Nicaraguan with the Nicaraguan Habano. I'm a huge Habano fan. Love the Habano. And I love that cigar because the notes in it are really profound. Like the nuttiness, the creaminess, the cocoa, the espresso notes. It hits home for me. A lot of the things that I enjoy in life, you know, from cocoa to the coffee, and it's a strong 2 for me, and that was our second cigar that we released. So, yeah.
I've smoked them all, man, and you guys know my feelings, man. The Admiral and the Patriot are pretty much the top of the list for me. Like I smoke those more than I smoke a lot of cigars, and those two. And I don't know if you remember, it was right before we met. I smoked the Admiral for the first time. I'd had a couple Patriots, but I smoked the Admiral, and I'm like, what is that first third note? It was driving me insane. And you're like, I'm pretty sure you're tasting the almond. And after I figured out what it was that nuttiness. It was amazing. And I like the rest of it, the second third, the final third was all just, I'm like, okay, I love this cigar. It's unbelievable. Like the transitions in that cigar, unbelievable. It's such a banger, man.
Tuesday night, Mick and I had this conversation on the TriStar Herf, and he was asking me what my thoughts were. And I said, you know, the Patriot's my number 1 right now, still my number 1. This new one is my number 2. The Admiral's my number 3. And if I could just smoke that 3 line up, I could be happy in your core lines and just not have to worry about anything, because I could smoke them throughout the day, or I could smoke them day after day.
Yeah.
I agree.
And the Patriot, we have actually an announcement, but we can save the announcement for after the hot box questions, based off the Patriot. So, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
I'm interested.
All right, so
Yeah,
Mick, question number 2. Let's get past this. We got to get this announcement.
Speed it up.
Hurry, Mick.
Now
Let's
I'm-
go. Let's go.
I'm getting fucking rushed again. Damn it, guys. I'm going to slow it down now. All right. So we've talked about this a lot tonight with you guys' passion and everything behind it. And I kind of want to know what you guys feel separates you guys from other boutique brands, and also, you know, kind of where you guys see it heading over the next year. Because I feel like the trajectory is probably where you guys want it to be. I mean, I'm not you guys, but I mean, you guys are heading in the right direction for sure with everything you're doing and the great cigars you're putting out. I kind of want to know where you see yourself, and also, you know, what you guys feel separates yourself from everybody else.
Who's going first?
Damn. And it's hard to say what separates us from everybody else, because there's so many amazing brands out there doing some amazing things. And we appreciate that, because that's what keeps us going, right? My brother and I, we both played sports growing up. We're very competitive, both against each other and then, you know, against other brands. We want to see what they're doing and what they're not doing, and we want to capitalize on it. We want to, it fuels us, right? That's what fuels us, is seeing other brands. And we applaud a lot of the brands out there. There's a lot of brands out there that we'll tip our hat to, and some of them were fanboys, and you know, it's just a great industry, right? That you can say that and not feel ashamed about it. I think, man, it's just so hard. I mean, I can I pass on this fucking question?
I say like more lounges. We want to be in more lounges. We definitely want to expand. Like my brother, he's the numbers guy, right? And he says it. He's like, you know, this year let's get in, you know, this many lounges. You know, the following year we're gonna go this many lounges. You know, and it's just that goal that you want to set for yourself, and it's been working. You know, like I hit him up sometimes, like, hey, you ever hear of this cigar lounge? We should hit him up. You know, just throwing them out there, and he follows through, and he hits them up, and lounges hitting us up. You know, that's the biggest for us. And I feel the way we're going and what separates us from other brands, like my brother pretty much nailed it. I mean, we have a lot of other brands that we're close with. We get ideas from, we share ideas from. TPA especially. TPA has been a huge help to us and other brands, and podcasts. You know, it's a huge community that keeps us in the loop of everything that's going on, and that's what helps us as well. And it's just that passion that we have. You know, it's the traveling. You know, there's times my brother's like, hey, we're gonna go to this lounge this month. We're gonna go to this lounge. We're going to this lounge, and I'm like, damn, that's a lot of traveling. You know, working all these days, and then all of a sudden, you know, like when we went to Blairsville, I worked all week. I worked that Friday. They already left that Friday, but then you get in there at 10 o'clock at night. But then I sit back and it's like, but I love this. You know, it doesn't even matter. You know, and that's what it is. The traveling, the miles, is just pushing forward. Go. You know, meet the people out there. Get your brand out there. Have those conversations. You know, I don't want to get off topic with it, but you know, something that I hold dear to me was a month ago. Lady came into the cigar lounge. My brother and Val were doing another event. I was by myself, and she came in and she's like, you know, can I smell one of your cigars? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. So she smells a cigar, and she's like, hi, I don't know what my husband smokes. And, you know, you get that a lot, right? And I don't know what he smokes, or somebody's buying for somebody else. So you're trying to, like, you know, does he smoke a lot of cigars, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I don't know. It was just like a sweet tobacco kind of smell. So I grabbed one of our Haze Grays, and I said, something like this maybe? And she goes like, oh, my God, that's it. And I was like, okay. When I asked her how long has he smoked for, she kind of like, I could see she was getting choked up, and I was like, oh, geez, here we go. And she goes, he passed away. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, she's like, I just want to light the cigar to smell it. And I said, okay. And she's trying to pay me for the cigar, and she wanted some cigarillos that we sell. And I said, no, that's on us. You know what? Just take that cigar. That's on us. And she goes, my husband was a Marine. And I said, well, my brother was in the Navy, and she started crying. So I gave her a hug, like I felt bad. And she thanked me so much for that cigar. Like, it was everything that I gave to her. Like, in that moment, to me, I was like, man, like, this is what I love about this community. This is what I love what we do. It's not about making that $13, $12 off that cigar. I could care less about that money. It was helping her go through that moment in life, and that's what, going to Blairsville where we just were, talking to those people there, it was amazing. The stories that we share, like, we're meant for this. That's how I look at it. We're meant for this industry, and we're just thankful for it. And I like separating us from other brands. Like, to me, it sounds kind of like, competitive, but it's just a huge family, and it's, obviously you got to watch out for certain people. Other people talk, that's in everything, right? But the cigar community that we built and that we joined with other people, and the discords and everything, it's so huge, and it's everything to us. This is our life. Sorry to go on that rant, but I had to let that one out.
I have chills.
That was amazing.
He does all the talking, so that was my moment.
I have chills, bro. That was amazing, man. Amazing, bravo. And you guys nailed it, man. I do think that's what set you guys apart. Now I'll leave it at that, man. I don't know how you could answer that any better, man. That's all.
Thank you.
All right, so I guess for my final question, I asked you something similar the first time that we had you on here, because you guys were as new as we were. Because one thing that we realized is we both started about the same time. So you guys being as new as you were about a year ago, I asked you a question that was, when you look at each other, the three of you play a huge part in this company, this cigar brand. So when you look at each other and you think about what each other's personality or them as a person plays into your business, what is the best thing that each one of you bring to the table? So, like asking Val, when you look at the guys, what is the best thing that each one of them bring to the table? And guys, when you look at each other, what same question?
And Mick's gone. He's like, I can't say.
Mick says, I'm out.
Damn it, Charles. Damn it.
I'm the deep one. I've got to ask these ones.
You want me to go first? I can go first. Go first. All right, I'll go first. When I look at both of them, Val, I'll start with Val. She's helped us tremendously as far as our cigar marketing, even helping us at events. It's 24/7. She doesn't stop. And when we first started, it was like, here's a photo, here's a video with just still photos, just generic as hell, and here she comes, and it's like 2026, like we're stuck in the 80s and 90s, and we've seen the traction and the followers. We hit 3,000 the other day, and we've been counting. I'm like, hey, we're almost hitting 3,000. She's like, yeah, and then all of a sudden I was like, boom, and then here's another post, and here's another post, and that's, to me, with Val, she's been so helpful in that marketing department for us, and even at events. And I'm thankful to have her as a team member, and it's great, My brother, he's the number guy. He's the, as you can see, he's the talker. He does all the talking. So he's a sales guy, and he's just, it's 24/7 with him. It's all day long. He's going between his job, cigars. It does not stop with him all the way until nighttime. And it's the getting the brand out there, contacting people to be brokers for us, which is huge, for us. I never would have thought we would get there yet, and him talking to people, talking to lounges, always communicating, getting our cigars out, keeping me in the loop, because I'm working all day outside. I never answer my phone, and then I get out of work, I call him, he tells me what's going on, and it's like, damn, You know, like I missed all that. Like, holy shit, really? That lounge? It's like, damn, this all happened while I was working, you know, and it's amazing watching my brother the way he handles things. Like he's a stress ball. I mean, he can be a stress ball a lot, you know, and I get it, but it's been smooth sailing now, you know, and it's been a lot smoother. Like the people that he talks to, the lounges that he's communicating with, the bond that we're growing, like just going to a cut and like the bond that we get with those lounge owners, like we say, it's family, his and hers, especially going down there. Like I love the area and just going to their lounge. It's like, you just get stuck in time. Next, you know, it's 3, 4 in the morning and you're leaving there like, holy shit, you know, but it's such a good time. It's huge, you know, and getting off track again. My brother, his strong thing is basically, like I said, the number guy, sales. Yeah, I mean, that's it. You know, like I'm so thankful to have my brother as a partner. I wouldn't change it for anybody, you know, and Valerie especially, like she's a bonus. That's what I say. She was a bonus for us. She grinds it out all day long, like. And not only that, even TPA, like that's done a number on them, you know, not only with their jobs, cigars, but then it was a TPA event and dealing with people here. And I'm watching them like, can you guys handle this? Like, don't you think it's a little too much? Like, you know, and they're like, no, you know. Again, it's the passion. And that's what it is. That's why we make it work. And they're the best teammates you can ever have on a team. You know, we communicate very well with each other. And we all have our tasks that we do so well, and we make it work. We gel good together.
So I'm going to say this one is like his passion for this goes into people that come into the lounge. Like he educates them. He stops everything. And like when you're watching him, it doesn't matter if there is 20 people standing behind one person in that lounge. He is focused and honed in on who he's talking to and adamant about making sure he educates and gets everything, every bit of knowledge into the person that he's working with at the time. And people feel that about him. So like he welcomes them into the lounge. So like Pedro's education, teaching people on cigar cutting, lighting, etiquette. So we can stand behind him and know that when every person walks out of our lounge, they are going to be fully educated on all of our blends, everything that he's teaching them. He makes sure that it's known. It's not just like, here's a cigar, this one's going to be the best. He like takes that time. This one is a people person. Rue is like, people gravitate to him. So like for him to, and he loves it. Like he could have a shitty day and be in the worst mood, and he gets into cigars and gets into like pushing the brand and getting us out there, and he thrives on it. So like that resonates with people. So yes, he's the numbers. Yes, he's the brains behind all of the back end, because there's a lot of it, and he does it day in and day out within his 9-to-5 job. It's just like a circle that he does, and it's a day in and day thing. And then when we all get together, like I'm working on social media stuff, marketing, making stuff, doing all of this, and then we get together and do events, we're tired, and like we pull up together, and you can see it in all three of us, like, oh damn, here we go. And then as soon as we get going, it's like the three of us together it's a well-oiled machine, and we mesh well together, and we feed off of each other, and I see instantly our moods change. So like when we get into an event, we're tired from the day, but once we get in there and we get everything set up, we've been sweating, we're hustling, and then it's just like we sit back and you see the passion and the joy come over, and that's where we separate from everyone else, because we truly love this and it's what we live for, and we can't wait to get into these events and get set up and see who's going to come in the door that we're going to get to impress or imprint on in each event that we go to and everywhere we travel. So just the three of us together we just mesh well, and it just all rolls out smoothly no matter what chaos comes our way.
I'm sure you guys realize this. That you guys have watched the show long enough that you realize every week there's a moment where Charles and I look at each other and we're like that Spider-Man meme where we're pointing at each other, and it's why we do this, man. Like I don't know, but it's exactly like Charles and I all week, man. We're running ideas off each other. We're beating ourselves up, and we're so effing tired from the week and the jobs, but we still stick with the plan, the program, and just because we want to create something quality, man. And there's been weeks where we're like, fuck, I don't want to do this show tonight. You know what I mean? And the minute we go live, we're like, yep, love this. This is why we do it. This is amazing. We love this community. We love this people. You know, this is what we do. And you know, many times after the show, we hang out after, we're messaging each other till like midnight. We're like, yep, that was amazing. We love this. Can't wait for next week. You know, and then it kind of dies off middle of the week again. But we love what we do. But I'm just kind of making it full circle, man. It's so crazy that we've been doing this like this almost the same amount of time. How hard we've been working, how hard we've been pushing, and we're kind of on that same trajectory. And I think that's why we're so much family, man. It's just we have that passion for this industry and the people behind it. So I love that. I love that about you guys, for real.
It's fun because, you know, all the intro music that comes up with is something I do. Every once in a while, I'll ask Mick, you know, hey, we got to change the song. It's a new season, or it's a new something coming up, or whatever. We got to have a new intro song. But selfishly, that song is something that I'm feeling or digging at that moment, and I know it's going to get me in a mood. And just like, you know, Mick and I jump on here, and I was literally hat off, leaning over like this, and he comes in and says, "What's going on, brother?" And I was like, "I'm tired." It's like, I've been sick all week. I'm exhausted. And it's one of those things where you guys come in. It's like, okay, they're here. Let's talk. And then that music hits, and it's like, you guys see it every time. It's all of a sudden it comes into, what's up, everybody? It's, you know, episode whatever. And it's one of those things where I get the feeling back. It's like I get that passion back again, because we don't come. I mean, you can ask my wife, you can ask Mick, you can ask his wife. We don't come out here because we're rolling in dough because of all the stuff that's going on. We're coming out here because we got a passion for the people who have passion. And we kind of get that natural high off of it, that during the show, we're buzzing. We're extremely exhausted. We're extremely tired. But during this show, we're buzzing and we're clicking. And then it's literally, for me, after the show, I've got about 45 minutes worth of work, but I can feel the adrenaline dump go after the show. And I can imagine that's what you guys probably go through every time you guys do a live event, is that you're pushing, and that drive home is like, oh, you just deflate.
Yeah. Like an air coming out of a balloon.
Yeah, no joke.
I told my brother the other day, I was like, dude, I'm on a streak. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, everybody that has come into this lounge has left with a cigar. I'm on a streak. Like, and that's my goal. Like, if you're coming into my lounge, like, that's just a thing I have. That I want you to leave with a cigar. Obviously, you get somebody that'll walk in there, look at the cigars. That we got those little cigarillos that we have as well. And it's like, I'm like, well, how about a cigarillo? And boom, they'll leave with a cigarillo. I'm like, hey, you know, cool. And it's not about the sales to us. It's just a game that I play. But as that happens, it's the conversations that you have with those people. And it's knowing their story and where they're from. You know, especially being around here, like, you meet so many cool people from out of state, you know, what they do for work, or, you know, like the Blue Angels. You always talk about the Blue Angels. I mean, we see them fly on the regular here. To us, it's normal. But you got people that sit in line, you know, just to watch these guys, you know. So
that's one of my childhood memories, is going to go see the Blue Angels in Charleston. I love the Blue Angels.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're a good time.
Well, I guess it's my turn. So I'll just go down the line. So with Val, she's been, like my brother said, she's been an amazing addition. And it's not because I'm afraid she'll shank me. But she has. She's been phenomenal. She's taken us to a whole new level as far as the marketing piece. But then she's also stepped up to the plate you know, like my brother said, we all have 9 to 5s. Of course, I'm lucky because it's sales, so I'm out and about, or I can do both jobs at the same time. But there's times that she stepped up to the plate. If I have to run out to meet a client, what can I do to help you while you're gone? Right? If we have to get ready for a show, if we have to get cigars packed, what can I do? I'm here. Boom. She'll help out. She'll step up any way she can. When we're working events, you know, if we have to go to the bathroom or he goes and grabs lunch, I got to go to the bathroom. We have no doubt that we can leave her at that table and she'll handle it by herself and without any flaws, right? So it takes a lot of pressure off of us. So she's been an amazing addition and a godsend to us. And then my brother, I mean, I can't say enough. He is definitely, I mean, we have our moments where we butt heads. I mean, not all the time, but there's times that we have difference of opinions, but some way, somehow, and I don't know if it's because we've just gotten older, we meet in the middle. Where when we were younger, this is my way, this is your way, there's no middle, right? And now we've gotten to the point where let's meet in the middle. Okay, go with it. I don't care. I trust you. And he's always there. I know if we have 2 events, 3 events, if I have to go out of town for some reason and we have an event, I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to be a successful event because he's there. And we joke around. We call him the professor because that's he takes his craft to a whole different level and he takes it serious, right? And that, to me, I know the business is in good hands. And then I know he's got my back 110%, just like I have his. That even if I make you know, we used to have this saying in the Navy: 1 aw shit wipes out 1,000 attaboys. I can have an aw shit moment. He may bust my chops about it, but he's like, hey, it's okay. Let's move on. Let's learn from it and move on. And so that to me is huge because you don't have somebody nagging and like making you feel even worse, right? So he's a huge supporter. And I couldn't pick. I mean, I knew when I wanted to start this venture, I couldn't do it alone. And there was only one person that I wanted by my side, and that was him. And that's why I started kind of enticing him a little bit to see where he would go with it. And he finally bit the hook, and it's been a great ride ever since. And I couldn't pick a better person to be on this journey with.
See, that's 100% why, you know, when we're talking about passion, that I said that it is so easy to be able to support a group like you guys. And that's the reason I asked this question again. I asked it about a year ago, and we're coming up on 2 years. I think you guys are coming up on 2 years as well. It was one of those things where I wanted to see, you know, where the passion between each other was still at. And you guys haven't dropped, you know, one little bit of like bad. You know, you guys are still out there supporting each other and still feeding off each other and still working hard for each other. And, you know, that's the passion behind the brand that, you know, that's going to move you guys forward. And I appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate that, Charles.
So our last little bit is our Ask It Forward segment. So the Ask It Forward segment is where the guest from last week comes and asks you guys a question, as well as one of our Patreon members. So really quickly, there's 3 of you. So one of you is going to get nominated to be the Ask It Forward person for next week. So when I say go, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, go. When I say 3, 2, 1, go, when I say go, I want you guys to point to whoever is going to be the one to ask the question. And whoever has the most votes is the one that asks the questions. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Who's going to ask?
You. No, your fingers. My fingers cooking. You get that on the spot. Let's go. Come on.
I'll be reaching out.
All right, Root.
I'll be reaching out.
Root. He'll be reaching out. So tonight's Ask It Forward questions are brought to you by Southpaw Stogies.
Hey everyone, I'm Wes Chandler with Southpaw Stogies. If you're looking for a new cigar lounge, especially in the Lebanon, Tennessee area, boy, have I got the place for you. Come on, let me invite you inside. Here at Southpaw Stogies, we're not just a cigar lounge, we're a community. Whether you're a cigar enthusiast or new to smoking, we want to make sure that you feel right at home. Not only do we do cigars, but if you're looking for a great drink, we've got a curated selection of alcohol, craft beer, and oh yes, we do coffee as well. And most importantly, we want to make sure that you feel right at home at Southpaw Stogies, and we hope we see you soon.
So huge thanks to Wes over at Southpaw Stogies. We're going to be visiting you here soon for the Middle Tennessee TriStar Herf Crew live Herf. So our first question comes to you from Matthew Lida. He was our guest last week. He has a question for you.
All right, boys. Haze Gray Cigars. This is Matt Lida. Become a recent fan of your product. Love what you guys are doing. Thank you for your service and thank you for your give back. Absolutely love it. So the question that I have for y'all, coming from a veteran myself that's gone into entrepreneurship as well, what's one thing that you've learned from the military that's helped you in your business as a civilian now in the cigar industry? Once again, thank you for what you're doing. I'm here in Nashville tonight. My buddy's about to go up on stage at Zany's. So y'all have a great night. God bless you. And thank you for what you guys are doing over there.
Great question.
Yeah, class act, man. That guy's a class act. I would say two things. Attention to detail is huge in the military, and I think it's huge in the cigar industry. These guys call it OCD. I call it attention to detail. I want everything to look good. I want everything to look perfect. 6767. From what we're wearing to all the way down to the cigars lined up perfectly in order, from mild to full body, like everything's got to be packed a certain way. So definitely attention to detail. And then the other thing is that never quit. Never quit. Always keep going. Always keep driving. Like my brother said, when we're tired and we're driving or we're putting up, I don't know how many times in my head I'm saying, F this tent, F this AstroTurf, screw these chairs. At the end of the day, we press on and we go full tilt to accomplish what we're there to accomplish, which is providing a great environment, selling some great cigars and making sure everybody walks out of there happy.
Awesome. So we have question number 2. Question number 2 is going to be brought to you by one of our Patreon members. So if you're not a Patreon member, jump on board so you can be somebody who asks the next question.
Good evening, everybody. This is Chris Coulter with the Real Smoke Patreon, and I've been asked to do the pay it forward question. I'd like to know, every cigar carries a story, and what's your favorite cigar story or most memorable cigar that you've smoked and why? And then secondary question I'd like to know is, what Texas distilleries have you been to, and what Texas whiskey makes the best pairing with whichever your cigar of your choice is? So, thank you for inviting me to ask the next pay it forward question. Everybody have a great one.
What? Why does he have his cock out?
I
don't know what's going on.
I was about to say, there's so many jokes right there. Chris, I am so sorry that I'm laughing, but man, brother, I could make so many jokes on this one, and we could be getting in trouble and kicked off of here. But there's his question.
Two-part question.
Favorite story behind your cigar, and have you been to any Texas distilleries or had any Texas whiskey?
I got distracted by the rooster.
We're behind one of our cigars. Yeah.
Favorite story.
It's not one of my favorite cigars. It's a Connecticut shade, but to me, it's the 1982.
Damn it, man!
Brothers, what do you want, man? The 1982 is when we first moved here to the United States from Portugal. we moved to Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and the picture of the box is the Nopska Lighthouse on Cape Cod. And that cigar to me just means a lot because, we're here now, and we're living the dream. And that's what it's all about. And that's the opportunity that our parents gave us and that we're thankful for. So that's why that cigar means a lot to me. Like I said, it's not one of my favorites because I'm not a Connecticut shade guy. It's still a great cigar, but the name of that cigar has a huge meaning to us, definitely.
Are we all answering this question?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I've never been to Texas as far as the whiskey distillery question. I was more intrigued by the cock hanging out.
If your answer for Texas whiskey or bourbon is anything other than Still Austin, you're wrong. So I'm just saying, Still Austin.
100%.
So I've never been to any distilleries in Texas, so I can't really answer that one. As far as like our cigars, my favorite story is our Patriot. It's also one of my other favorite cigars of ours. But the give back on the Patriot, it was Pedro's idea to use that cigar. We originally did it for service dogs, but we used that cigar to give back for local organizations, veterans, things like that. So I love the fact that we have a cigar in our lineup, in our core line, that we can utilize to give back to great causes. So that's my favorite cigar with our story behind it is the Patriot.
So mine, I'll go with the cigar first. Mine is, I have a few proud moments in my life. My daughter's, of course, being born is first and foremost. But the 1996, because that's the year that I joined the military. And that's probably one of the proudest moments of my life and one of the greatest times in my life. Met some amazing guys that I can honestly, we're not blood brothers, but we're brothers. In the morning, and we're there for each other. So the 96 to me is near and dear to my heart. And as far as, I was stationed in Texas for 3 months. I partied on 6th Street. It's a blur, so I really can't answer that question. But I had a good time. Love Texas. I always say if I didn't live in Florida, Texas would be the next state that I would live in. Because that state was amazing.
100% agreed, man. I just spent 2 weeks there a few weeks ago, or about a month ago, and man, unbelievable time. I love Texas.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I'm there. I still have so many different questions, but the last question I'm going to ask you is: you guys, or I guess Rue, kind of teased something about one of the cigars. So our last question for tonight is, what's that tease all about, bro?
Yeah, so Val just alluded to it. The Patriot, we donate a percentage of every cigar that we sell to a nonprofit. When we first started, we wanted to give back to service dogs. We're still looking for a service dog nonprofit that helps veterans pair up with a service dog. But like my brother said earlier, we go with our gut feeling, and we team up with people that are on our same wavelength, that we trust, that we believe in, that we have, we think that a lot alike. So we decided to team up with Cigar Army.
Tonight's cigar review is proud.
Wow, that was good. We've decided to team up with Cigar Army. We love what those guys are doing for not only veterans, but first responders and kids with the Toys for Tots. That we brought that idea up, and all three of us unanimously said yes. That is our nonprofit that we're going to team up with. So we are in the process of changing the insert in the box to put their logo inside the insert. So when we introduce the cigar, we also introduce the nonprofit, and we talk about the nonprofit. We educate people about the nonprofit to let them know that, hey, this is what your hard-earned money is going towards. we donated some. The last event they had for the first responders, I believe it was EMTs. We put the Cigar Army logo on the cigar band. We donated a box and a few other things to help them raise money. And then once a quarter, we're going to just stroke a check and send them the donation. And when they have charity events, we're gonna send them up some goodies and help them raise money.
So Charles loves it when I do this, but it's Charles and I's favorite Haze Gray cigar. When you guys get the logo put in that box, message me and I'll buy a box. We'll split a box, man. We want one of those boxes. I'm not sure which one of us gets custody of the actual box. So we'll figure that out later. But he is wearing a hat tonight. I'll give you that. But no, just let us know. We'll buy a box, man. We love you guys, and we love what Cigar Army does, man. They're all just salt of the earth, man. They just want to give back and enjoy great cigars with great people. So it's perfect. Absolutely love it, bro.
They're phenomenal.
I mean, we were talking about how earlier, all the community came together, and I know that it's not us out there, but it's really cool to see the Real Smoke community. It's Haze Gray, it's Cigar Army coming together to put something together that we are all passionate about. And the fact that you guys are teaming up with them, we get to sit back and go, dang, that's two of our family members did we just become best friends? I mean, it's so amazing to watch. So, I mean, I don't know who to congratulate more. Congratulations to the Cigar Army for picking up such a great cigar brand, or congratulations to a great cigar brand that just picked up an amazing charity, company. So I don't know who to congratulate the most, but that's awesome. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's been awesome. Frank and those guys have been huge supporters of ours, and we just want to pay it forward and take care of those guys and all that they're doing, the hard work. It's funny because they know what we're going through. When they put on their events, we're helping the TPA. We're helping the TPA put on the TPA Smoke Fest, and it is a lot of work. So they don't know how much respect and appreciation we have for them for what they're doing and all the events they put on, because they're nonstop. It seems like they're constantly having an event, and it takes a lot of work and a lot of passion, like we've been saying all night. So it's a no-brainer.
Mick, I'll let you close this one out.
Frank and the boys are going to hate that I'm moving back to PA, because now they're going to have to put up with me taking over a room in New York because I'm close enough to drive to their fucking events. So, Frank, beware. No, so a couple quick notes I made here. So we talked about Charles and I's 2nd year anniversary with Real Smoke, and you guys' 2nd year anniversary. I did not tell you guys that I got a message the other day from Brian from MFS Brewing, where you guys are doing the TriStar event. They're doing their 2nd year anniversary party on the same day that you guys are going to be there, to bring more people into the event and hopefully get them cigars and beers and have a big ass party the entire day. So it's going to be a huge day for everybody involved. It's going to be one of the biggest TriStar events / brewery events / Haze Gray events ever. So it's going to be awesome for everybody. So make sure you bring enough cigars.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need a promise from you guys that I will get a video call from that event at some point, because it is going to absolutely effing kill me that I'm not going to be there. If there was any way I could make that happen, it would happen. But I'm moving back in like 3 weeks, so it's just not going to happen. Oh, here we go. She's going to kill me again. I see it.
I'll video. No. I'll video call you.
Thank you. I
I'll
appreciate that.
I'll take you around.
Thank you. It's going to absolutely be killing me. I'm going to the Middle Tennessee one in next Saturday at South Paul Stogies. That's going to be my last one this year. Next year will be Memphis. I'll get with you guys about setting that up. But no, for real, you guys are more than family to us. We appreciate everything you guys do for us, and hopefully we're giving that back to you guys. And it's a big family and community that we're all trying to build, man. And I feel like we're almost there. Like, I mean, like every day it grows, and someone else says, man, like the people that are watching the show tonight, they're fans of both of us, and like what you guys are doing with Cigar Army, man, that just means the world to me that we're building this community together. So from my side of the house, thank you guys for everything that you guys have done, man. We're huge fans, and we'll support anything we can for you guys moving forward, and much love for me.
Appreciate
you.
Thank you so much, Mick.
Yeah, 100% what Mick said, because I mean, I know you guys got a lot of stuff coming up. You've got a lot of stories to tell in the future. And, you know, we always tell you, whenever you're coming out with something new, if you want to talk about it, bring it on here. You know what you're in for. We're going to ask you questions. We're going to take you down places that you probably don't normally get asked, but that's what we do. And we're going to have fun with it. So I cannot wait for whatever the next 3 or 4 cigars coming out are, because I can already see it in all of your eyes. There's purpose, meaning, passion, and conviction behind all the cigars, and I cannot wait to find out what they are. So thank you guys so much for being on here. Absolutely love you guys. Big hugs from all of us to you guys, and I cannot wait to get up with you in Memphis.
Likewise. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thanks, guys.
If you guys don't mind, can we just do like a little shameless plug?
100%.
Please
All right.
do a
about
big shameless one.
For everyone that's watching, October 1st through the 3rd, the TPA is putting on the Smoke Fest right here in Pensacola. It's going to be a 3-day event. You can go on tpa.rocks/events to purchase your tickets. We have, I believe, 17 brands that are going to be here. We have food trucks, DJs, raffle prizes, goodie bags, games. It's going to be a fun 3-day event. The first day is a meet and greet at Matheson Brewery. You get to meet all the brand owners for happy hour. Saturday, from 11 to 12 is VIPs. We're going to have a rolling class on Friday. After Friday's event, after it's over, we're all going to head over to a restaurant here in Pensacola that's going to overlook the Pensacola Bay. They're allowing us to set up outside to eat, drink, and smoke. And then Saturday, we're back at it again for the final day. VIP again, 11 to 12. And then we're going to have a pairing class, which Ish is going to be doing the rolling class and the pairing class. And then after that's over, we all go out to dinner, wherever everybody wants to eat. And then one of the local lounges here in Pensacola is opening up their doors just for the TPA. So it's going to be 3 days of nothing but smoking cigars and having fun. And we're going to be doing a tour around the United States. Pensacola was picked to be the first stop. And then moving on to a different state. They're working on that right now. But for right now, we're going to be partying from October 1st to the 3rd here in Pensacola. So appreciate you guys letting us do that little plug. And we all appreciate you guys and what you've done for us and having us on the show and being huge fans and supporters of ours. It means the world. So thank you so much.
Thanks so much, guys. We appreciate it. And 100% hope you guys have a fantastic night, and we cannot wait to hear what is next. And I know a lot of you brand owners hate what is next, but you guys have been talking about it for a year. There is a shit ton of stuff coming up next, so we can't wait to hear what's next.
Yeah,
Mick?
We're excited, man. We're truly excited, and thank you guys for a great night, man. It's always great seeing you guys. You guys are family, and whatever you guys need in the future, we got you. So we appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much.
Man.
Appreciate it, you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks
See
so
you
much.
soon.
Have a great night.
See you guys.
Yep.
So just like that, episode 84. Damn, we're getting up to 84, man.
Man,
84.
we're close. We're close to triple digits, bro.
Getting so close. Episode 84 is in the books. We just had a fantastic conversation with the 3 people from Haze Gray Cigars. Absolutely love when they come on here because it's so fun to see the connection, the camaraderie, the love, the passion that they all have for not only their brand, but for each other. And to get that on here, It's very, very, very rare because
it is.
You see somebody who comes on here and they quote unquote have a passion for their cigars. They quote unquote have a passion for what they're doing. But these are two brothers and a lovely young lady who are all together and they all are busting their ass for one common goal. And you don't see that too often.
No.
And they're
care about
not
the
out there
community.
pushing it. Yeah, they're not out there pushing it to be like, we're going to be rich. It's what you just said, community.
That story he told about the wife that came in, man, chills, man, chills. It was
I
unreal.
about lost my shit. Yeah.
It's from day one, man. And it's crazy because we're on the same journey with them. Like we've talked about this, man, with it, and we're both passionate about what we do. And just like they said, there's days you don't want to show up, but we keep showing up, man. It's something Josh Coburn says all the time, man. You got to show up. And every day we show up and we push hard and we try to put a good product out there. And they're the exact same people, man. And we love that about them. We couldn't be happier, man. Some of our sponsors pick us, some we pick, and some just kind of happen because we're family. And I think that's one of them. That's just, it happened because it needed to happen because we lean on each other and it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it tonight. I mean, no exaggeration. You know, the first question you asked me is how's your day going? It's like, I'm tired, dude. And you know,
I've been there too.
We've both been to the point to where just can't do the show tonight. And again, selfishly, the music behind the show is something that I'm feeling that gets me a little pumped up. And sometimes it hits with Mick. Sometimes Mick looks at it and goes, yeah, it's not my jam. And in my head, I'm going, it's not got to be your jam. It's got to be my jam right now because it's got to get me going. And, you know, the music that we've got going right now is something that's
good,
something that kind of drives me to get ready for the episode. And I hate that soon that we're going to move to a new time schedule because this song says like 3 different times, 8 o'clock. And it's like, I'm about to lose this song and I need this song to stay for the rest of the year. And it's like, I'm probably going to keep playing it just because, and the time being wrong on it, but it's something that gets me going and it gets me into that mood where I can come out there and just jump out there and be who I should be and just be able to jump out there and go, what's up, guys? It's whatever. And
I love it.
You know, it's who I want to be. It's just sometimes we're so tired and we're so fed up and we're so frustrated that we can't be that person.
Life,
So,
man. Life.
It's life.
Tough, man. I know there's been days where I've told you going into it, I'm like, bro, I'm sick and I'm tired and I'm not feeling it tonight. But by the end of the night, I'm like, that was fun. Had a great time. So it's what we do, man. It's this community.
And
it's why we do it. It's that passion.
It's people like those three that, from the moment they step into the green room, I don't care how you're feeling, yet you're feeling better about yourself because you know that they're about to bring something to the table that even if you don't have it in you, you're going to find it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love it, man. Tuesday nights with TriStar and Thursday nights with you, man. It's my therapy and it's good stuff, man. And I thank you all for that. So,
bro, it's not me. It's all of us. So we
man,
do have a cigar review to do. We got to get this done and over with because we could go on and just preach on about just having good days and bad days. And I bet if we did something like that, the chat would be involved and we could just sit here and go for hours, but we're not going to do that.
We could. Yeah, we'll finish the show, let people get some sleep or something.
Yeah. All right, so we do have a cigar review to do, and you know, Haze just gave them the best props ever. We're going to go ahead and say what's up to Cigar Army.
Tonight's cigar review is proudly sponsored by Cigar Army. The Cigar Army is a community brought together by their shared love of cigars, but bonded by something much deeper, their mission to give back to those in need. Through Operation Give Back, they honor the courage and dedication of our military and first responders, both active and retired. Their bravery and selflessness make the freedoms we enjoy possible, including this very moment to sit here, share a cigar, and connect with our Real Smoke audience. Every puff carries a story. Every draw is a tribute to their sacrifices. This isn't just about cigars, it's about gratitude, about compassion, and about giving back to the heroes who shaped our lives. Join them in the mission to make a difference, one cigar at a time. Check them out on Instagram at Cigar Army 3 or search Cigar Army on Facebook. Together, we can turn our passion into purpose.
I'm sorry. Coulter is on here, and he just wanted to explain himself.
Okay.
I'll let you read it.
Rock out with your rooster out, I think. I'm not going to say it, but yeah, that Coulter, bravo. I love it. Miss Blossom, she's a sweetheart. Miss Blossom says chicken. I got it. Coulter, we love you, man.
All right,
I had so many more one-liners that I passed over on that one because I'm like, I'm just gonna go. I've been on a roll with one-liners tonight, man. All right, so
I'm just saying that as soon as that went on, I saw this pop up and I was like, "Holy crap!"
I love it. Coulter, man,
Coulter, thanks. Appreciate
he
you.
hangs out with a lot of cocks daily. It's a good time. You've heard of Cigars Daily. Never mind.
Never mind. Go ahead.
So anyway, tonight we smoked the Haze Gray Compass. I'm not going to try and say it again, man. I think it's
the what?
The Bussola. Bussola? Is that right?
The Bussola?
Yeah. The Compass.
Oh, okay.
And
So
anyway,
you got that Busa. You smoked that Boosie, right?
I did.
Got some of that Boosie?
I did. It was a little bit musty.
Oh, okay. So tell me about that Boosie you put in your mouth.
Boofy? But the pretty light aromas and taste. Aroma from the body. A little bit musty. Hay and light sweetness. Aroma from the foot, I got dark fruit sweetness, light cocoa, and hay. Taste from the cold draw, I got sweet raisin. That raisin really stood out in the cold draw. Light hay, a little bit of cardboard, and it was a loose draw, and it was a little bit soft. So I'll get to that at the end. Never mind. First third notes. Baking spices, primarily cinnamon, coffee with cream, light earth, heavy cream and smoke. Heavy creamy smoke. I can't even read my own fucking writing. Medium black pepper. Retro was black pepper and natural tobacco sweetness. Second, third notes. More nutmeg and a little bit of cinnamon. Still baking spices. Dark coffee. Still creamy. Almond, black pepper, and it was hints of citrus at times. Retro was black pepper and a raisin sweetness. Final third notes, it was definitely a lot sweeter in the final third. I got more of those raisin notes and a little bit of molasses. Chocolate notes, espresso with cream, cedar, heavy creamy smoke. The black pepper definitely kicked up. And there was a slight bitterness towards the end of the final third. The retro was black pepper and molasses sweetness. I will say I had a little bit of burn issues construction-wise on the first one I smoked. Tonight was absolutely spot-on perfect. Like razor sharp, stacked dimes. The ash held a lot better. The first one, the ash was a little bit flaky, and it was a little bit of a loose draw on the first one. So my score changed a little bit. So I'll give you my score from this one, and then I'll tell you what I gave it as the final. Pre-lit experience, I gave it 9 out of 10. Rum and cold draw was 8 out of 10 for 17 out of 20. Flavor enjoyment, I gave it a 12 out of 15. Smoking construction characteristics, 27 out of 30. And smoke production and final thoughts at 31 out of 35. I definitely added to my rotation. I gave it an 87. However, tonight's construction was a ton better, and I gave it an 89. So it was a great cigar. I enjoyed the flavor profile tremendously, and tonight's was just outstanding paired with that bourbon. Awesome, bravo.
So I will only say that I got all the flavor notes. Everything about the cigar was exactly the same, first and second cigar that I smoked, except for one thing, and it was draw. The first one, the draw was absolutely perfect. The second one, the draw was a little tight. But about halfway through the cigar opened up quite a bit and still got all the flavor enjoyment, all the stuff I was looking for from the cigar. So, aroma off the body, by the way, it sucks that when you look into the green room, you still have all three of Haze Gray sitting there listening to you, and you really pray that they dip out when you do this so they're not listening to you. So I kind of hate this because I'm going to, I'm just worried about Val coming around with a shank and just going, "Eh." So anyways, yeah. Oh yeah. And they're all flipping us off right now. So it's great. Love it. Appreciate it. So this cigar is a 23, just saying. Anyways, aroma off the body, musty, funky, barnyard. I mean, it's one of those cigars when my wife came by and she's like, "What do you think about the cold or the aroma?" And it's like, it's footy. It's very footy. Musty, sweet tobacco, footy. Taste off the cold draw. Thank God it wasn't footy. Brown sugar, molasses, dark fruit. On the light, notes up front are woody, coffee, slight fruit, sweet note. Into the first, espresso, dark chocolate, stewed in a creamy, sweet cedar note. The retro is a gritty black pepper, espresso, sweet cedar, and a cinnamon note. Draw is excellent, giving you lots of thick, chewy smoke. The finish is long and leaves you with a sweet note. Burn is razor sharp. The ash is tight, and the strength is about a medium plus. In the second, third, notes up front are coffee, molasses, almonds, a slight bready note, and a slight herbal note. The retro is nutty, baking spice, bready. The draw is great, still giving lots of thick smoke. Finishes long and sweet. Burn and ash is still great, no issues. Strength is about a full minus. Into the final third is gritty earth, chocolate, tobacco, molasses. The retro is strong black pepper, earth, rich tobacco, and spice. Midway through the final third, everything goes from a dark, rich note to a bitter note fast and stays the rest of the cigar. Draw is still good. Smoke is thick and full. Finish is dark and sweet until the last bit, and then it turns a little bit bitter. Burn is as good as it was in the first. Strength is about a full minus. So appearance, I gave it a 9 out of 10. Aroma and cold draw, a 9 out of 10, so 18 out of 20. Flavor enjoyment gave 12 out of 15. Smoking construction and characteristics, a 29 out of 30. Smoke production and final thoughts, a 31 out of 35. So I give this one a 90. Mick gives it an 89. So it goes to an 89.5. We score this up to a 90. Real Smoke Podcast gives Haze Gray Cigars a 90. So I have to do this because I see a lot of.
I was going to ask you, bring him back on. How do we do? You got to do it.
So Real Smoke Podcast gives this cigar a 90. Please let us know what you think about that one.
Tonight's the last night we sponsored the show. Good night. No, we sat in the green room because I thought we were going to chill and talk afterwards. That's why we hung out. Oh, we'll jump off if you want to redo it again. Fine. Then
No, it's all good.
Yeah, I wanted to put fear in you. Did it work?
It scared shit. I looked down and saw everybody over there, and it's like, holy shit. So I'm somebody who I've told Mick before, we do not bring guests on when we're doing a review. I do not want to be there for this. And then I looked down and saw you guys and was like, holy shit, here we go. So because I mean, you got to admit, whether it's you guys or whoever, you could say something is a 99, and they're like, "Fuck no, that's 100." What was you thinking?
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, it's
I
really
think I think a 90 is a great cigar and a great score. And honestly, you guys, my scores are written down the whole time, and my rating and all of my tasting notes were written down the same time. And we pretty much said what you guys explained the cigar to be, I think, pretty well across the board. A couple of minor construction issues across it, but honestly, it was an amazing cigar. Amazing cigar. We enjoyed it. It was great, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's my second favorite cigar that you guys have put out. I mean, I said that earlier, and it would be a cigar that I would smoke constantly because I enjoyed the earthy mineral notes that's behind it. It creeped up to the sweet notes that came, that snuck in. I fucking love that one. I dig that kind of cigar. I love a Brazilian Arapiraca wrapped cigar. So,
look, I'm going to say it. You guys could have given us a 74, but we're just proud and ecstatic that Mick pronounces the cigar correctly.
Yeah, good job, Mick.
That to me was the highlight.
I was close that time, right?
No, you got it.
And the Real Smoke Podcast gives this cigar a 74 just because Mick said it right.
Hooked on Phonics is working for you, Mick. I love it. There's hope for the world.
We spend a lot of Patreon money for Mick to get on Hooked on Phonics. So
it's crazy.
You might be onto something, Charles, with calling it the Boosie, though.
Yeah.
The
You might
Boosie.
be onto
It's the
something.
Boosie. You got to get that Boosie in your mouth.
Jesus, mighty. That went sideways quick. That really went sideways quick.
Well, I think it's better than the cock out.
It is.
Ah,
It is.
Mrs. Blossom.
Mrs. Blossom.
Mrs. Blossom.
You think we can get Coulter on some night and get his cock out live? You think so? I'm just throwing it out there.
That was awesome.
All right. So love to have you guys on here. We are going to jump off and go ahead and finish. If you guys want to stick around for a couple of seconds afterwards, you're more than welcome to. But we do got to go ahead and do some prizes and some Meanwhile in Memphis. So on Coulter's
Thanks for
chicken,
the review, guys.
we're going to bump
Appreciate
out for just a second.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you guys. We'll let you
All right.
be.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
So Coulter, you have made an impression on everybody. I mean, your ginormous chicken has just made everybody smile tonight. So thank you for flashing us your big rooster.
Miss Blossom was huge. Huge like a hog.
Eat more chicken.
Yeah. Eat more. Something.
So, anyways, so we do have to give some prizes away and prizes tonight. Mick, go ahead and tell what the hashtags are because there's a whole shit ton of people that did not get to hear those.
So if you have not won this month, if your name is not DJ Davey B or Amanda Anderson, you are eligible for the hashtag Real Smoke. That's all you need to put in. Hashtag Real Smoke. Enter that now. If you are a Patreon, you need to enter hashtag Real Smoke Pat, P-A-T. If you're not a Patreon, it's $5 a month. Enter. You can do a question with your cock out. I mean, whatever you want to do. I mean, it's
Calm down.
26. Just do what you want. Did somebody freeze? Did I freeze? I don't know what happened.
Somebody
Anyway.
froze. Who knows?
Yeah. So tonight's prizes. So if you don't see your name, we're promised by StreamYard that your name is in there. Tonight we are trying to beat the algorithm, and we are going to do draw number 4 and number 3 for our
4
prizes.
and 3. So, guys, if you look on here, we are on episode 84 with Haze Gray. Hashtag Real Smoke Pat is going to be the first one. Exclude winners when doing multiple drawings has been on there. So 4 and 3. So, guys, get in those hashtags right now. If you are a Patreon member, you are going first hashtag Real Smoke Pat.
Pat's
Get
going
that in
first.
there. Pat is going
Nice.
first.
Nice.
So
I
let's
wonder
go
if
ahead and start the
T-Money. I wonder
comments.
if T-Money's in there. I hope T-Money's in there, man. First time winner of this show is why you should be going with Pat. Let's go. I'm feeling it.
There's only 2 people in the drawing. And remember, you have to be live to do this one. So how many times are we going to draw this one? 4?
This is 4. Yeah.
With 2 people in here. Oh my goodness. All right,
sorry.
here we go.
It'll
So
be
here's
quick.
number 1.
What happened
Get
to
your
T-Money?
names in there.
What
I
happened
don't
to
know.
T-Money?
T-Money, where you at? All right, so draw again. Oh, 3 entries. Another one is dropped in. So here we go.
Okay.
Number 2. Number 3.
Who's Cigar Pat?
I'm not sure. Number 4. This is gonna. Oh, another entry has been brought in. Entry number 4.
Coulter.
Wow, we have more people jumping in there. I love that. Coulter. Are you on here, Coulter? Mr. Man with the big chicken in his hand?
Oh, why not? Why not? It's a perfect night to win. He showed us his rooster earlier, and here we are.
Bro, I love the way that your chicken looks. Just saying.
The beard on it's phenomenal. Keep the hair
He
trimmed
says,
right.
this is the Patreon draw? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah.
Winner number 1. Got it.
Winner, chicken dinner, says Smoke Cecilia.
Bravo. Comment of the night right there.
There you go. So, congratulations winning with his rooster out. Got
Yes.
it. But
Love it.
Coulter hasn't said that he's actually on here.
He's too busy talking about his rooster.
Okay, here we go. Luck of the cock-a-doodle-doo. All
love
right,
this
so
guy.
Coulter, send
guy.
send Mick your mailing name, address, phone number, email address, all that stuff. We will get all that stuff sent to Cigar Vault. So let's go ahead and skip back a little bit. We are going to go ahead and do the Haze Gray. We are going to do hashtag Real Smoke.
My guts hurt from the last 5 minutes of laughing, dude. Like, it's been great. The
It's funny.
rooster jokes have been phenomenal. I love it.
All right,
I
so
am
you
5 years old.
cannot have one anytime this month, meaning Coulter, you cannot win again. Just saying.
Yep.
This
Or
one is
DJ
the
Davey B.
hashtag Real Smoke.
DJ Davey B or Amanda cannot win. Other than that, you're golden.
All right, so how many are we spinning? 3?
3.
Oh, 14 entries. Here we go. Number 1. Sorry, hologram. Number 2. 17 entries. We just went from 14 to 17.
Okay. I saw Brent jump in that time.
Robert, number 3. This is going to be your winner. If you are live here, ready to go, you are going to be the winner.
I think I saw
It is
Ooh.
Pajama
Dude.
Pajama Dude 24. Bro, if you got some pajamas on, that is awesome. Put it in the comments that you are still here. Pajama Dude.
Do you have a rooster in your pajamas?
You may have roosters in your pajamas.
If so, send a picture to Charles. Smoking Oak,
Mm-mm.
Tennessee is his handle. I'm just saying.
Nope. Pajama Dude 24 says he is here. Pajama Dude 24. What I need you to do is go find Mick on Instagram, Real Smoke _pod. Go send Mick your mailing name, address, phone number, and why you are called Pajama Dude. Send him a picture of that, and he will make sure that Cigar Vault gets all of your information, because He loves dudes in pajamas.
Gray sweatpants too, just for the record. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Anyway,
let's say ew. All right, so Pajama Mama, go ahead and send Mick all your mailing information, and Pajama Mama, you will win your Cigar Vault prize.
Man, that was fun.
The
more
fucking
fun
names
than it
that we
should have
get
been.
on here, I absolutely love this.
I love it. So great. Colder.
How do you know that people's been with you for a while? Money Matt says, meanwhile in Memphis time.
Man, I had a good one tonight. I had a good one.
All right, so we do got to get into Meanwhile in Memphis. It's not Meanwhile in Pajamas. Just saying. It could be. That could be when Mick moves. It's going to be Meanwhile in Pajamas.
Who knows? We'll figure it out. I got plans.
All right, so tonight, I do have to say, all of our prizes tonight was brought to you by Definition Cigars.
Hey, what's going on, Real Smoke family? This is Jamon of Definition Cigars. I know you guys enjoying another great episode with Mick and Charles. Those guys are awesome. And they've allowed me to come on here and just offer you guys something special. So if you're interested in Definition Cigars, tap into the website at definitionscigars.com and use the coupon code RSPOD and you'll get 10% off. Appreciate everyone. Hope to see you soon.
Hey, go check out go do that deal. I mean, if you have not tried Definitions of Cigars, holy crap, you're missing out. So anyways, Meanwhile in Memphis.
I am Sin Coburn, owner of Dissident Cigars, and now also a part of Northern Cigars. I'm super stoked about this, and I can't wait to talk more about this adventure. For those of you that don't know, Dissident is for those of us who are the blue-collar workers, the bikers, the rebels, the badasses, you name it. It's really for anybody, but if you go against the grain and you're not scared to stand up for yourself, then Dissident is for you. We are punk AF. And Northern Cigars, this is such a wonderful project that I'm a part of, and I'm so excited for you guys to learn about. I wish I could say more about it, but there's a reason why I'm also a part of Northern Cigars. These cigars are fantastic. We're taking in the roots of Nicaragua, the culture, the experience, the agriculture, and we're putting it into cigars. And you guys are going to learn really quick what Northern Cigars is. And I can't say too much more about it, but I'm super stoked. So you guys need to stay tuned about what I have to say about Northern and Dissident, because I think it's going to blow your socks off. But meanwhile, light up and enjoy this next segment of Real Smoke.
Meanwhile in Memphis, it's happening again. Meanwhile in Memphis, the sky turns wild. Stray gators and pools running free and wild. Some guys wearing mud boots with a suit on trial. Meanwhile in Memphis, let's stay here a while.
I'm gonna miss that music, man. I really am.
I was thinking about that today. I am absolutely hate changing the Meanwhile in Memphis song.
And I love it.
That's been the longest running original theme music that the podcast has had.
It's been great, man.
And it's gone through so many iterations because it was Haze Gray that officially launched Meanwhile in Memphis.
It was.
They were the ones that actually jumped on board to be a part of what you were wanting to start with Meanwhile in Memphis.
Yep.
And then we had the opportunity to move them up in the list. And the next group that you were like, hey, who would I want to be behind there? You was like, I want Dissident. And they jumped on board. So the two brands that you had envisioned that if you could have anybody, they jumped on with you. And in 2 weeks,
in a split second,
we've got to start looking for what's the next Meanwhile in what?
We could, I got some thoughts.
I don't know where it's going.
I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I think we're going to kind of put this in some of our viewers' hands a little bit. But we're still going to do a few segments on Meanwhile in Memphis because there's too many great stories coming out of here. So I will, the music will come back, but we'll work through that behind behind the scenes. But tonight, meanwhile, Memphis, I got one great story from Memphis, and I got one that it kind of touched my heart and made me laugh this weekend. And if you guys heard about it before, I'm sorry, but if you didn't, you're gonna love this story. But the first one, meanwhile, Memphis. I don't play about my sister. Pair accused of kidnapping, assaulting, and robbing a man. Memphis, Tennessee.
Was it Val?
It was not. I don't think. I mean, I cut the names out, to be safe, but
Protect the innocent. I get it. I was just wondering.
Yeah, but Memphis, Tennessee. A man and a woman are now in jail after police say they were involved in a kidnapping, assault, and robbing a man last Thursday near the airport area.
So it was Val and Rue, and they took over and beat up Pedro.
Pedro had to bail him out, I think. So I'm not 100%.
Okay. Just
the
checking.
details.
Go ahead and go.
Details are unclear. This man is charged with 2 counts of aggravated kidnapping, aggravated robbery, and assault. His sister is charged with 2 counts of criminal attempt and aggravated assault kidnapping. It could be. Officers say it all started when they were called to a home on the 1800 block of New Riverdale Road. That's where the victim told police that he was kidnapped and robbed by a woman and 2 unknown men at a hotel on the 300 block of Lamar Avenue. The victim told investigators that he booked a room at the hotel and hung out with an escort who introduced him to another woman.
He hung out with an escort?
Yeah, hung out.
So did he?
Hung out.
He hung out with his
rooster out. Yes.
Rooster out. Got it.
Yes. That escort introduced him to another woman, was later identified as the sister. After the victim says he spent several hours in the room with her.
He did.
He says that she told them that she wanted $600 for the time they spent together.
I mean,
sounds
okay.
fair. Sounds fair.
Fair.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Market value. Police say.
This is market value.
Yeah. Police say she potentially believed that the victim had several $1,000s available to him. So at 9 a.m., the two left the hotel in her Dodge Challenger. I can't believe it. And went to a car lot. This is the part that confuses me. I have no idea it doesn't make any sense. During that time, police say she spoke to several different car salesmen about different cars on the lot. However, police say the victim convinced her that he would not be able to put enough money down on a car due to his bank card's daily limit being met. So, did she take him to the car lot to put $600 down on a car so she could steal? That's kind of where I'm lost on this. But anyway.
She took him to go put $600 down on her.
It doesn't make sense why they went to a car lot. Anyway, that's when she said,
"You wanted to get her engine revved."
Yes. That's when she then took the victim to a pawn shop where he could pawn his laptop in order to get her the $600. The victim told police that he was not able to pawn his laptop because he did not have a valid ID. I can't believe that either. Crazy.
He had too much porn on it.
Yeah. After they left the pawn shop, the victim says they returned to the hotel where a man later identified as her brother was waiting for them. The victim says that he got in the Challenger with them, and the sister drove off in his Jeep. During the car ride, the victim says the brother, made threats saying, "I don't play around with my sister. I should really beat the shit out of you." From this point on, the police says the siblings took the victim to several locations where they attempted to get money from him.
All right. Are we sure this is not about our guest? I'm just wondering.
We're not quite there yet. Maybe. During the several-hour-long ordeal, the victim says he was taken to their home where he was punched in the face and threatened multiple times by the siblings and another unknown man. Afterwards, the victim told police that the three suspects decided to take his car for compensation instead of the $600. When they drove the victim back to the hotel to get his car, the victim said he tried to get out of the car to get into
Was it a
his
gray
car.
pickup?
It was probably a Charger or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
But
just
and then they pointed a gun at him. They are accused
was
of
it
telling
was it a Jeep that had like logos on the back of it? I was just wondering.
It probably wasn't. Probably said like Duck Me or Rooster Pants or something, or Gray Sweatpants. I don't even know.
Rooster Pants. Got it.
They are accused of telling the victim, if you get out of this fucking car, you're going to be laid to rest right here. And if you lie again, I'm going to leave you bloody. That is when the other man is accused of getting in the victim's Jeep and driving off. Police say the victim, this is the great part, the victim was able to convince the siblings to take him to his mother's home so that he could get the title to his car so they could actually trade it in. When they arrived, the police say the victim's mother knew something was off and called the police. The siblings left the scene, and the victim was able to get away at that time. Investigators say the siblings were both positively identified in a lineup as the suspects responsible for the kidnapping, assault, and robbery.
Nice.
They're both due in court this Thursday. The sister's being held on $75,000 bail. The brother has not been set yet for his bond. So, yeah. Crazy story. Apparently, the moral of the story is don't get a hooker at
There's a moral?
hotel on Lamar Avenue. Just saying.
I was just wondering if there was an actual moral.
There's no morals involved in this story. None. Zero.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
All right. So this one has nothing to do with anything I typically do, but it made me smile and I thought it was great. And so you know I'm a big soccer fan and World Cup fan, and it's my time of year. Even though
And
US,
tonight the episode's over. So
man, it's a good story. It's a good story.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead,
Missing
soccer
World-
nut.
Missing World Cup fan found safe after being blissfully unaware that the world was searching for him for 10 days. We desperately wanted an
Wait, is this something that like touches your soul just because you went to a sporting event and just lost one of your friends and they couldn't find him? And
maybe I didn't even think about
it's
that.
a callback.
Put
It's a
that together.
callback.
You put that together. bro.
Yeah.
You put that together.
There we go.
Maybe. Yes, that might be it. We desperately wanted an embarrassingly simple story, but happy ending to this horrendous episode, and now that is what we have. Is what the first part says.
You're just looking for a happy ending.
What you need to know. Michael Hurwitz, 65, was found safe after 10 days after his family lost contact with him as he traveled from England to Boston to watch the World Cup in person. As a family, we desperately wanted an embarrassingly simple story but happy ending to this horrendous episode that we now have, said his brother Gary Hewitts. He wrote on social media. His family later learned that Michael lost his phone during a layover in Barcelona. A missing World Cup fan. I'm just going to read the whole story. According to Jam Press, he last made contact with his family during a layover in Barcelona, Spain. He doesn't seem to have made it to Boston, and our last contact with him was in Barcelona in the early hours of Sunday morning, June 21st. You're not liking my story?
Oh, it's good. Keep going. I'm enthralled.
It's a good story, man.
It's so
Gary Hewitts
awesome.
wrote on Facebook on June 29th. While asking his community for help. Since then, his phone has been out. You're killing me. Since then, his phone has been out of service, and he hasn't posted any updates on social media. As you can imagine, we are now very worried for his safety. So apparently,
I am so worried.
I know, right? Days after Michael's family raised the missing person. Jesus, I can't even read anymore. Missing person case.
Damn it!
It's hard sometimes. That's what she said. With the Foreign Commonwealth and Development officers, the soccer enthusiast was found safe in Barcelona, and it turns out he was blissfully unaware that the world was searching for him. as a family, we desperately wanted, and it, why does it say that for the fucking fourth time? As you're making me nervous now. You're killing me. As for what happened to Michael within those 10 days, he told the Irish Sun that his brother he'd lost his phone after arriving in Barcelona. In addition to not knowing any of his phone numbers that he kept on his phone for so long, Gary said that Michael didn't think to go to the embassy and didn't think that he had his passport or money, so he didn't think they'd be interested. While Michael was only supposed to be in Spain for a short time before continuing his journey to the U.S. on the 23rd for the England and Ghana match, which ended 0-0. The Irish Sun reported that he was unable to fly out of the foreign country because he lost his phone, which had his tickets on. Instead, he just started enjoying Barcelona, watching the England matches at bars, met a lot of great people.
He was drunk as fuck and just started watching games.
Without any internet access, he had no idea that the world was searching for him, so he got drunk and met a lot of great people in Barcelona and explored the city. 10 days, he just hung out in Barcelona.
Is this a story about you?
Maybe. But
I can picture this would be you. Like, you would just wander off and just be like, there's beer, there's a pub, I'm gonna go drink this, and then all of a sudden nobody knows where the hell Mick is. He's watching like football.
He looks like Rob without a beard.
He does.
I think he looks like Rob without a beard.
He does.
But man, this dude, like, he lost his phone and said, screw it, I'm going drinking and watching World Cup games. It's awesome. I love this guy. I don't know him, but Gary, here's to you. Or Michael, whatever your name was. I don't even know. Cheers.
Fred, we love you. Glad you've been found and your family doesn't have to worry about you anymore. So we're going to go ahead and jump off here. We do have 3 beautiful people that's still in the background. We're going to go say hi to them. So Mick, close everybody out for tonight.
Man, I love every episode we do. I love getting to know people in this industry. I love a lot of great things about this industry, man. But some brands and some people are just family, man. And I was so happy to have Haze Gray back on, and they know they're welcome anytime, man. Rue, Val, Pedro, you guys are all family, and we appreciate what you guys do for this industry. Keep that passion, keep that drive, keep everything you guys are doing, man. That's everything to us, and that's what we try to keep promoting and try to keep pushing. Why does he keep looking at me like that? It's driving me nuts tonight. Much love to everybody that tuned in tonight, and take time this week, smoke a great cigar with someone you love, and we'll catch you next week.
We have bunny droppings on next week. It's sure to be something interesting. Don't have a clue what's going on. The exit video is probably going to be short because I am going to play it and then I'm going to cut it off and go enjoy a few minutes with Mick, Rue, Pedro, and Val, and go say hi to them before we have to get off here for the night. So everybody have a great night. We will see you guys next weekend or next weekend. Sure. So whatever. We're going to see you guys next week, next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Bunny droppings. Hey.
The smoke is thick, the air is tight, cigars are lit, oh what a sight. Pour the whiskey, tequila too, this one's for Mick and Charles and you. Thank you for tuning in.